So I was getting.
And we are live. Welcome to the show.
I didn't say that.
Oh, wrong one. I got to go back to the right page now. This is the problem with setup here. Here we go.
Bum bum around, bum 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 around.
We're fixing to go redneck on.
Put him in the box too. That's the best part. Boom boom around. Bum bum around. Bum bum around. Bum 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 around.
American's mind. Every good American's mind right now. There's what's happened in New York and Washington a couple of weeks ago. And we have been across the length and breadth, well, at least the breadth of this country since that happened. And I'll tell you something, we're in good shape. Yeah. We are united like I have never seen us in this country. We get ready to kick some butt, you know. This is called in America. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. How y'all doing out there? We're going to welcome you to the cat. We're going to welcome you to the cat show.
The cat.
The cat, yes, the Wet Cat Show. It's the new name of the show, the Wet Cat. If it offends anybody, I don't know what to tell you, but that's the new name of the show, the Wet Cat.
Yeah. Just go get your kitty dry if it's a problem.
What's that, Jack? Yeah, the wet chat. What do you mean? Am I saying chat or cat? Come on, you can't tell the difference?
Cat. In French, chat means cat.
Yeah, like, the key cat. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the wet cat. Jack, you can't say the smelly wet cat. I don't think you could name a show that. Well, you probably could, but still. Yeah, you probably could.
Get a lot of hate mail, I would think.
But in reality, people, welcome to the chat. I hope y'all are having a good day, a good morning, good afternoon, wherever you happen to be listening to us. I know we're somewhere between 150 and 170 countries on here, and every time zone, so that's always cool. Yes. Who's moving to California?
It's more the other way around. I think the latest numbers were, what did they say? Last year alone, in 2025, 50,000 civilians moved out and 35,000 businesses, I think was the numbers.
It's getting
35,000 tax-paying businesses and jobs.
And now places like Texas and Florida have shown places like Mississippi and Georgia and Alabama how to go after certain companies. So South's hardcore going on after a lot. And they're even putting a bunch of money into education so they make sure they can get these tech jobs down here.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to bring in people now right off the bat. But they want to educate the locals. You need to have a large local population. Well, New Orleans was big enough. It's got Silicon. It's called Silicon Bayou. And there's some companies down there, a couple of gaming companies, a couple of other companies down there doing stuff. But there was enough people in the city of New Orleans with electronics degrees that they could do it. And a lot of people want to live in New Orleans, so it has a draw.
Wow, that number is actually larger. How many people left California in 2025, according to a 2025 census estimates and moving industry data? California experienced a net domestic migration loss of approximately 229,000 residents to other states. Now let's see how many that's in businesses.
Well, we know a bunch of big businesses left, like Apple and X and a couple of others. I mean, big companies, not little companies. I don't know if Google moved its campus. I don't know if Google
30%.
Yeah, I don't know if Google moved their office or not, Jack.
They did. Google is in Texas now.
Everybody's in Texas, dude. We love Texas. Oh, love the great state of Texas.
I think Google moved. I think Google moved just months after, or they announced their move. I don't know I don't know who moved first, but right after Elon announced his moving, that they announced theirs 2 or 3 months later. I do remember that much. That was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well, it's been a couple of years, and I remember Elon says he was taking X amount of stuff out of Cali and sending it to.
Well, you seen the way the guy talks. Of course, he's taking X.
But I mean, he had contracts with Vanderbilt, so he had with the launch site, the Air Force base. So he had so he had ties he had to keep there, but everything else he was moving to Texas, and he was like, screw everybody, that's just how it's going to be. He said, I'm sorry, but it's going to be this way, and it's better for him. One, everything's cheaper, so he didn't go down on anybody's pay, and everything's cheaper in Texas. So you still make the kind of money you made in Cali, but you're living in Texas, where everything's cheaper. Yep. Well, in Texas,
what are the logistics involved, though? And I mean, I don't know how many employees Google had or how many Elon's companies had, but how do you get your loyal employees, the ones you want to keep, move with you? I mean, you have to put out money. Like, we'll give you 20,000 towards moving in or something like that. You would think.
Anybody good, they'd probably pay you rent for 6 months and all your moving expenses and give you a raise. Anybody else who just wanted to come along, they would probably give you bonuses for coming with them. But they might say, hey, we like you and all, but we can't replace you with somebody in Texas. But the ones in key positions, they would have offered them, money to move and stay, and and a lot of them might have been ready to be out of California themselves. Not all tech people who work out there are from there, so
no. But I mean, it's kind of there's got to be a fairness factor, because you might have some employees that maybe they don't have children, so they don't have ties to the community. They don't have to worry about uprooting their kids and going to new school systems. So they might move easier and not need as many incentives. But at the same time, you're going to have the guy that's got four or five kids in grade school and high school. It's going to take a lot more to move him, and because he's going to have to sell a house, he's going to have to move 6 people or 7 people worth of stuff. And so the guy who's like me, a single guy who doesn't have a family or kids, it's going to look unfair to me from my side, because that guy's getting a $20,000 drop down for a house. I'm just getting moved from one apartment to another. Doesn't seem that you're going to keep a lot of employees doing that if you.
But that's not how companies do it.
If you're not fair across the board, I mean,
but so big companies don't do it that way. Yeah, but big companies don't. They'll come in and they say, okay, Jay and Bob and Sean, look, we want you to come with us. So we're going to just give you each $150,000 bonus check. Okay. Unfortunately for John, he's got kids. He's got to pay for them damn kids. But for you, it's more money. For him, it's less, but he does get to bring his family and all of his stuff for free. And usually, if you own a house, the company will keep the note up on your house until it sells. So, or they'll pick up the note in the house where you're going. So companies are good about that kind of stuff, but you got to be a good employee. You got to be somebody worth.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't be a schlub, I'm sure, but
because I mean, a lot of people can just be replaced in a new town. Texas has a huge workforce, and
you've got
a lot of tech industry in Texas. So,
hey, Google, population wise, what rank is Texas?
Second in our country. 32 million or something.
Yeah, second largest population.
Yeah, it's like 30. It's 32 or 33 million.
Hey, Google, what's the population of Texas?
She's a dumbass.
Hey, Google, what is the current population of the state of Texas?
2 people. Mm-hmm. The governor.
The current population of Texas is 30.
It is 30. What? 30? There's 30 people? Fuck you. Pardon me. Hey, Google, what is the current population of the state
He's losing
of
his mind, people.
United States?
Google's kicking his ass. It's round 3 for Google.
Yeah, you got to.
The current population of Texas is 32,101,064.
Yeah, I was right.
32 million. Yeah, you got to be smarter than the speaker. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be smarter than the speaker. Apparently, I'm not.
It's it's fucking speakers, I swear. No, Jimmy, everybody's going to Texas or Florida. Well, Georgia's got a lot too coming in. So you got Texas, Georgia, and Florida.
Georgia's a cool state.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Georgia's a very cool state.
What do you mean?
It's a long state, but if you live within 4 hours of Atlanta, that's not that bad of a commute. If you have to go to, if you want to go to the Dragon Con, which is on this side of the planet, or at least on this side of the Mississippi, is the East Coast's largest and probably most revered, most popular science fiction convention, compared to the San Diego Comic-Con, which is the biggest one over on the West.
Yeah, San Diego is the biggest one all the way around, but everybody tells me now it's not the same. It's changing. It's not really a Comic-Con anymore. It's something else. It's more of
I've been to Dragon Con 3 or 4 times, and I went under the older administration. It was a little different back then. It has changed now. I mean, who's in control now is different than what it was when I was there.
Yeah, it is in control now, the kids.
Yeah, well, but yeah, it's less adult themed now, even though some of the costumes can get pretty racy. But the dealers' rooms, I mean, when I first got there, the first time I went, the first table I came across was leather bondage and S&M gear. The next table next to that was a marijuana devices, bongs, pipes, and that kind of thing. And then the very next table after that, literally, was adult products, like adult toys. And then I turned the corner, and there was all the Star Trek stuff. I was like, oh, thank God I'm in the right place. Because the first 3 tables, I'm like, I'm in the right goddamn place. I thought I was starting to walk into a pornography convention when I first got there. I was a little nervous.
It's what's that, Jesse? Wait, what are you talking about? Oh no, I do. Yeah, I know the owner of Dragon Con. I've met him a couple of times. He actually bought me tomato soup. Yeah, it's a goofy story. Yeah. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up because I need to apply for my press thing this year. He was a keynote speaker at Writers of the Future a couple of times, and John introduced who's a really nice guy. But Bill Forte, who's one of the coordinating judges' husbands, and he's a really nice guy. He actually books guests. Some of the military stuff y'all see me book on the Arthur Squirrel, where we talked about weapons and stuff like that. He booked those guests for me. So he's got a keen eye for that kind of stuff. So he works with Pat Henry.
You gotta get me on the Writers' Call next time you talk weapons, dude.
Yeah. Oh man, you'd have had a ball.
I'm sure.
So technically, Jack, Dragon Con's owned by a private company, but Pat Henry is the owner of the whole thing. Yeah, he owns all of it. But he always has since day one.
It's basically a business to make, it's a fantastic business. If you've never been, go. If you haven't been in a while, go. If you can afford it. It's an expensive weekend.
No, he's a great guy. He's a really nice guy. No, he was a lot of fun to talk with. No, we did an interview. There's an interview with him and I on somewhere in the network. And then there's another interview. It's an audio interview only, but we're talking. I think we're at lunch talking about other things. Not Dragon Con. We're talking about other stuff. And then I met the guy who owns FanX, who's also a great guy. And he's funny as hell because all the inside of his coats are like different cartoons. Yes, you know, his
That's
business
cool.
coach. Yeah, he's a nice guy. There's a strange mix goes like this year I got to meet an astronaut. A couple years back I got to meet the people in charge of Space Command.
Mm.
You meet Hollywood stars. One of the people we sit with is a director who's a lot of fun. He's like, he said, he tells me I'm too nice. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He
Yeah,
said,
has he seen the show?
he goes, he says, no,
Give him
everybody
a
says
link.
everybody says you're mean. I said, I'm not mean. That's not gonna be an ass, but I'm not mean. I'm only mean if you make me mean. And I said, you gotta actually push me in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way,
yeah.
I'm glad Jay put this up. Congratulations to Caroline and her baby girl. I'm glad to see it was healthy
Caroline
and happy.
Levitt.
Yeah. She had her
Her protege
baby
Mark
daughter.
Rubio is doing fantastic in her stead while she's recuperating.
and Rubio is being Rubio. Did you see the thing the other day when Rubio walked in and said, "Okay, I'm going to be the guy today to do the thing," and then he said, "No, y'all can't." He goes, "No, y'all can't record this stuff." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I was like, Rubio.
I
man.
didn't catch that, but I didn't catch
Yeah.
that he was at. I
He-
don't remember whose wedding, but he was at a wedding in the week earlier also, and he got behind the DJ booth and played a couple of songs.
He's coming out of his shell, that's for sure.
They're definitely. I think the Republicans and Trump particularly they're grooming that man for a 27 or 28 presidential run.
Yeah, they.
I'll bet you will hear. I'll bet you will hear about that just after the within a week or two after the mid primaries.
You'll see. They got a meme out with Gavin Newsom and JD Vance, and Gavin Newsom's kicking his ass, going to be the president, right? And then somebody made another meme with that meme, and then he made Marco Rubio the winner. He just incorporated.
I would not be surprised to see a ticket that's Rubio Vance. I would not be surprised to see that one bit. I think Vance is doing a pretty good job as VP, and I don't think. Hey Google, has there ever been a U.S. vice president that ran more than 3 terms?
More than 2 terms.
No U.S. vice president has run for more than 3 terms.
So if he does,
No vice president has ever served more than 2 terms.
okay. So if he does his 1 term here with Trump, and then the 2 with 2 terms, an 8-term thing with Rubio as vice president, that'll set a record, and B, he'd be a shoo-in for the next presidency.
Yeah, but I don't know, because by then I know some other people that'll be old enough to run for president. One of their name,
But he will have been in the office at that point.
Yeah, but that's not going to matter if Brandon or whatever his name is, Barron Trump runs. The
Well,
Trump people are going to follow no matter what. So that would split the ticket and cost the Republicans the election.
Well, how old is Barron now? Barron has to be 40 years old. He won't be 40 years old by that time. I don't think.
He's
Maybe for Vance's second run, yeah. But first, hey Google, how old is Barron?
20. I think he's only like 20. Maybe he's 22. I think he's somewhere right there.
20 years old.
He's 20.
He was
Yeah.
born on March 20th, 2006.
So in 20 years, he'll be able to run.
Yeah, that's good. That's what, 5 elections.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he probably won't make it for Vance's first run as a presidential run. He may be in there for the second term.
No,
but
he'd still be out of it. Yeah, so.
I still think that's a strong candidate. You got a guy who's been vice president for 5 years straight, or no, sorry, 9 years straight. Oh no, it's even more than that.
It'd be 12 years it'd be 4 years on the
12 years, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 12 years. But it doesn't matter, because if the country's not doing good, it won't matter how many years you got. Even though I think Rubio will do a good job.
I believe so. Yeah, I mean, he's got what 6 or 7 jobs now that he's running.
Yeah, and I think Rubio can play the game better with the Democrats than the president can, because they all just hate Trump so much that the TDS just takes over.
It's out of hand now. And there was no backlash on this. Surprising to say. But it is. I definitely agree with it. It's not DEI. I mean, she sounds like she's got the chops for it. She's a rear admiral from the Navy. Yeah, I want that as a doctor.
Yeah, no, she was when I read this report a couple of days ago. It was like, And I said, well, finally something good.
Dude, she's a legitimate doctor. She's not just. I mean, she's a
I know.
legitimate doctor and a lawyer too. But if
Yeah.
you're a rear admiral and you are a medical doctor through the Navy, you got to be good. Shit, that's a good doctor right there.
That's
Your
why she's
health
in
is
charge.
assured under her care. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why she's in charge of the CDC. Oh, hold on, Karen. I'll turn the camera back on. I forgot we had it off. Well, he's got that on the screen. That's why. It's
But so going into the DEI thing, I don't know if you watch Waters, but Jesse Waters every Thursday has this segment called Happy DEI, and he plays this stupid clip of Al Sharpton going, "DEI is something we must have," and it's like, and then in the same sentence, you know, you can hear Al Sharpton calling all of us white people racist. I think he's the racist by saying that he and his people need DEI. I mean, he's basically saying they're incapable of getting these kinds of
actually
jobs of importance.
from what I
This lady
really
can earn
noticed. From what I really noticed is most of black people I know aren't really interested in DEI. They figured they can get what they want now without having to.
Yeah, you have to be interested in the job first of all, and then if you are, and you realize you don't have the chops for it, then you go to your HR or the HR person and say, "Hey, what positions in this area and this job can I get to go towards this job that I want to head towards?"
Jesse,
And they'll tell you which experience you need to get there. You know, it's not
I'm
hard
sorry.
to do.
Jimmy, I'm sorry. All my friends of color all do well for themselves. They're very comfortable.
Yeah.
No, they don't have no hindrances. About half of them own their own business, but the other half work for companies. No, they don't. They don't have those kind of problems. But those kind of problems really don't exist here anymore. I can't speak for up north, but they don't really exist down here anymore. It's a different world. It's actually flip flop back. So, originally, the South was deep Democrat, and then it flipped, and then it flipped back, and then it flipped again. So, but now it's contagious because the South is living good. It's clean, and for the most part, it's safer than the blue parts of the country.
It's still mostly Republican.
And think about this: most of those states now have gotten rid of their state tax.
And think about that. Well, it's state income tax, not sales tax.
Yeah, not sales tax, just income tax, which gets in your money. Sales tax you got to pay anyway.
Think
but
about
even,
that.
and
No,
even then-
and no income tax taken out of your check. That means all of it except for any elections you might have, like company takeouts, like insurance and health and benefits, those kind of things. And any of that kind of stuff is taken out before you get your gross, and then bam, it's all in your all in your bank. Imagine that.
Ooh, there we are. I put my sexy self back up there.
Oh, hello.
It's,
I do have a whole bunch of those if you want to go through the rest of them. Those ones you sent me.
Yeah, we got. What's that, Christopher? It's where the hell are you? Oh, you're on Messenger. No, I just seen it come on my screen, but I didn't know where it came from. I was like, "What the hell was that?" And where did it pop up from?
Yeah, no one's in the YouTube pages right at the moment.
Let's see. I don't see no. Oh, well,
We
somebody.
do have a poll up if you can see it. For the night.
No, there's some people UFO Paranormal Radio. It's yeah, you can see them up there. It's wait, I forgot what I was looking for. This is what I wanted to play. This is for this recording's actually for Sean, but let me find it. Where's it at?
Oh, he'll be in at around 8:15ish, in about half an hour or so.
Let me see. What was I looking for?
He's getting ready for his Saturday evening pole dance for y'all. So
he's got
to put glasses.
You got to put the smell good on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, first he's got to wax the pole first.
Yeah. Well, I don't want nobody waxing no poles now, man. Come on. There's some things I don't even know about. God.
You got to make the brass shiny. God, what did you think I was?
Oh, we're not going there. We're just leaving that alone.
Do you want that? What's playing?
Yeah, leave it on.
It's not up.
No, leave it on. There's nothing on.
Got to listen to
it's just a promo.
That's International Community for Alien Research. www.icaor1.com. I should know.
Penny Pit Stop.
I'm Irish.
She's Irish, buddy. It's Penny Pit Stop. She's evil. She's the evil Irish thing.
Oh, I see. You're playing it from down there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on.
Hi.
There you go, say.
To ICAR.
You got it on loop.
International Community for Alien Research.
It's off loop now.
www.
Yeah, no, I'm letting him play on purpose. Because somebody keeps talking in it.
I should know I'm Irish.
I know, huh, people? What are we gonna do with him? It's since we got so many Irish people who like the station. No, dude, that was McCaffrey. That was made like 20 something years ago, like 28, 26 or 28. Yes. The lady's name was Penny Pitstop. She lived in Dublin. Still does, actually. I shouldn't say did. Still does. That's where she's from. She was she was Icar's Irish director.
Dublin's a really cool place because they do everything twice there.
Everything twice. Oh man, I don't know if I want to hear this.
Nobody gets that joke. What's the name of the place? What's it called?
I don't know what it's called. Greenland.
Dublin. They do everything twice. Gosh, you have to explain
Somebody
the joke.
smack
It's not funny, God.
smack this guy, man.
No, someone should smack you for not getting that. That was so obvious.
We're feeding the ducks now. That's what we're doing now. We're feeding the ducks. What? That's the name of the song.
Got
We feed the ducks.
some good 70s porno music going on over there.
No, really, that was the name of it. Feeding the ducks. Yes, Goofy. I don't make that shit up. This is Angry. Angry.
United Public Radio Network, UPRNTalkRadio.com.
It's the Borg.
101.5 New Orleans.
More.
You are listening to United Public Radio Network.
Yeah.
It's the Borg.
I don't know who that was. That was a disembodied, enchanted voice. Jay's
Going into space. Called Going into Space.
He's losing his mind, man.
It's not my fault they gave us this stuff.
Yeah, yeah, we don't care about all that other stuff. We only do good stuff. Pete, where you at, Pete? Like Pete Hesek? Where you at, man? You at the Pentagon? What's happening? You want to tell? You can give us the download on what's going on? I mean, last I heard it was peace, and there was so much peace going on that Putin said he wants to make peace. Yeah. Well, there's a ceasefire going on in both places right now. But Putin announced today that he thought the war was coming to its conclusion in the Ukraine. He's been getting a little paranoid, a little strange. People have been talking about him. They said he's always worried about a drone attempted assassination, which he should, because Ukraine's building drones by shitloads.
They are, and they're also sending out advisors to several of the countries in the Baltic, not Baltic, but the Gulf states near, United Arab Emirates, and all those guys are getting, they're getting high tech skills on how to knock down any drones coming from Iran, from Ukraine, which is awesome.
Well, I've seen a new Chinese tank that shoots down drones. And China,
we showed that a couple weeks ago, didn't we?
No, that was the American
or something
version.
similar. Yeah,
that was the American version. This was just a Chinese version. Pretty much the same tank, to be honest with you. And so they were showing the Chinese American.
Most of their stuff amazingly looks like our stuff.
Yeah,
only
well,
more angular.
Well, maybe part of the reasons is the main body fleet for the Chinese tanks right now are the M60. That's an American tank that we sold them a long time ago. So China was going to update them all with this new guidance system, but China said even with that, the armor and all would still be obsolete.
What are they powering? If they're using those platforms, they're not powering it with like Allison transmissions and GMC engines. They got to be using their own stuff, which is probably inferior.
No, it was all ours. Everything in those tanks was ours. We had contract with them just like we do with everybody else.
There's no way we're giving them Allison transmissions. They have to be producing them themselves then.
No, we got to remember how the military does things. So, like a lot of times, if you buy a Humvee, the transmission or the rear end of that Humvee will not be what was used in the field. They actually change them out.
Yeah, they use Allison trannies in the field,
and there's reasons why they do that. But the U.S. was supplying all the maintenance equipment and all the engine parts and everything for them, but they're obsolete. I mean, they're literally obsolete tanks. But they got a bunch of them. So we're bringing back the what was the fighter bomber before the Lancer? We're bringing back-
F-117.
no, it's one of them big bombers. It's I can't what the hell it was called. I was talking about it yesterday, and then we decided
The
we're
last
gonna-
big one we had was the B-29 Super Stratofortress, I believe.
No. This was before the Lancer, which is before the B1 and all of them.
Hey Google, what bomber did we have before the Lancer?
Google's
The
like
Rockwell
fuck a fun
B-1
of it.
Lancer was designed to replace the Boeing B-52 Stratofortress and the
we
Convair
still got
B-52
that.
Stratofortress.
No, we still got that.
We still got those, yeah.
No, that's
In fact,
not what it
there's
was.
some of those deployed into the arena right now where the Iran war is going on, or will be going on.
Oh, maybe it was the one. Maybe it was the Lancer, but there was something in between that we retired that we're bringing back.
Did you hear about though? No, I don't know. Was there anything else was in between that? But did you hear though that England is deploying a destroyer, and I think that they just said destroyer. I don't know if that means destroyer and support vessels to go with it.
Nope, it's one ship,
but-
and it's
Yeah,
an
the
aerial-
implication of the
aerial
article I was going to say
ship.
seems like one ship, but then France said they're sending in a carrier group, and I was thinking to myself, that's really unwise with all those other Iranian boats and things floating around, plus international cargo. That could spark off some very serious World War II initiatives,
Well,
World War III initiatives, rather.
both cowardly countries said the same thing. They're not putting anything into the Hormuz Straits until America and Iran are done.
Yeah. Well, that's smart because if they get in the way, they could spark off a huge war.
And then there's not going to be any no security without Iran being involved. But the United States has already said there's not going to be any charging for
Well,
passage or anything like that. And if
so
Iran
here's a good
decides-
question.
Huh.
Since we're blockading it on our side and Iran is blockading it on the other side of the strait, what if France tries to put their carrier group past our blockade? Would we fire on them? I think the answer is yes, we would.
We wouldn't fire on them. We would just turn our ship sideways, and they would have to ram us. That way, they made the aggressive move, not us.
Yeah.
So the straight's not long. You just turn 3 or 4 ships this way. instead
Well, I
of
think
this
it's more
way.
like 10 or 11, but yeah,
They got some big ships out there right now.
Oh no, I know, but it would be more than 5 or 6. It'd be quite a few.
Well, no, because they don't have to touch because of the width of the ships that are coming. Those actually take up space.
True,
So
yes, but
so you would be probably about
it's still
6.
11. It's still 11 miles wide, so it's going to take more than
It's-
5 ships.
Yeah, no, but see, 11 miles is not true because there's like a 4-mile island in the middle of it. So it's more like, and then there's shallow water on both sides of the island and the wall. So there's probably only.
I'm not completely familiar with the down close terrain, but 11 miles is still a wide gap. It can be done with what we have there, but it would be more than 5 ships.
Well, no, because like I said, there's an island in the middle of the 11-mile gap. They're not talking about 11 miles on each side.
More than 5 ships. To
So
cover
let's so
that span, yeah.
if the island's 5 miles, so that leaves you what? 6 miles? Yeah. And that means 3 miles on each side of the island. But that's not how it's going to be. So in 3 miles, you might have 1.5 miles of navigable space. You gotta remember, these are big ships. They can't run in shallow water. They got to be.
If you
in
put all
deep,
3
deep water.
carriers, yeah. If you put all the capital ships there, yeah. But you don't want to do that with this. You probably do it with your smaller support vessels, and if you do that, it's probably going to take around 11 or 12. And you keep the capital ships out nearby so they can drop bombs on anybody who tries to break through. That's simple.
But actually, if you stop and go all the way back to the beginning to the mouth, I think it's only 3 miles wide. So
Well,
it's where they,
regardless, we're outside of that opening anyway.
they're well, we're all over the place right now. We got ships all up in the strait and all over the damn place. I was watching
Some
them
smaller
escort
vessels,
ships.
yeah, but the capital ships are all out in the Arabian Sea, just outside the.
Well,
mouth.
generally, as a rule for the United States, they generally keep big ships out of small passageways. Number one, it's easier to sink them, but number two,
bottleneck.
If you sink one, especially if it's a carrier, and you sink it on one
Bottleneck.
side of the island, which cuts that whole side off, means everybody's got to come around the other side, bunked up and ganged
Or if you
up.
can get it broadsides and block, a significant portion of the strait, yeah, it's like it would take months to, cut it apart and open up the strait.
But they wouldn't even do that. They would patch up the holes and float it again.
If they could, yeah. If not, they'd have to cut it apart.
Yeah, well, I don't even know
If you put enough holes in it, it may not be reparable. Yeah. So I mean,
come to think about it, I don't know if there's enough hardware in the Middle East to sink a carrier. I know Iran don't have enough. Or they would already.
I know Iran doesn't have it. The Air Force of the Saudis probably could do one, but not three. If they launched an attack on one of them, the other two in the area would just pummel their ass, both in the air around the carrier that's attacked and on their soil.
Yeah, well, we got a base on their soil, so.
But I mean, they're I think the only ones within range that could take out a carrier group, but they could only probably with their Air Force take out one carrier.
Yeah, they'd probably lose up.
It would have to be a surprise attack because their stuff is our stuff and it's older stuff, and we could probably turn it off with the switch.
Wait, did that F-35 just fall out the sky? What the fuck just happened there?
Mm-hmm.
That was a big word.
Was just go ballistic. What the hell happened?
No, James. It sounds like that Rubio made good connection with the Pope, made good connection with the Italian.
He's a good Catholic boy. He kissed ass in Vatican City.
He brought him a crystal football.
Separation of church and state, people.
Which one has a crystal football? I remember the crystal football from somewhere.
I have no idea.
No, the Heisman's not crystal. I think it's something else.
The Heisman is it's a brass trophy of a dude like that.
No, Jack, you're thinking of the NFL trophy, the Super Bowl trophy.
Super Bowl trophy is a pyramid or an obelisk holding up a football. Basically, it's like a football kicking tee. The college Heisman trophy is for what? Best offensive player for the college season?
I think it can be for whatever they vote for. I don't think
something like that. Yeah.
Jasmine. No, Trump doesn't want to end Iran. He would like to see him become a free nation, but it's not his number one goal.
If you listen between the lines, read between the lines, whatever the phrase is, Trump wants this regime out. Everybody in the world wants this regime done. They are still fighting. They're like that tooth that the doorknob pulled almost all the way up, but there's that one string that's attaching it still to your face, and you can't get it out. That's what the government is right now. It's just like there's like 5 or 6 factions that are they're tugging for power. 1 minute we want to make a deal. Next minute we're like, we're going to kill you. Make a deal. Kill you. So eventually, Trump's going to lose his mind. Their time is running out.
But you heard
when that happens, he's going to beat the living crap out of him. He's going to just.
But you heard what the Prime Minister of Iran said. He said every time we make a deal, he bombs us.
That's bullshit. Every time,
it's true. It's true.
They were supposed to respond yesterday, Friday afternoon. They were supposed to respond to the latest peace offering, and instead they launched attacks and had 2 boats try to run the blockade, and then since then have not brought any answer to the table for the final deadline. So again, they're doing what Iran does. They've been doing for 47 years. They're making these, they're delaying these they're delay tactics. They're using them over and over again. They're delaying these talks for whatever reason. It's their go-to playbook. And why are we negotiating? It is time for Trump to say, F you, drop them, and start bombing the shit out of it.
Yeah, but the problem is it's so little we can bomb now.
No, there's still lots we can bomb.
Not militarily, there's not.
We can completely destroy their infrastructure for oil.
Yes,
they still have their storage facilities. They don't have access to it, but they still have it. It's still functioning. If we want to, we can destroy it. If we don't do that, what we can do is we can destroy their current pumping facilities and destroy their ability to continue making oil. And one of the warnings about that is if they stop production and it takes too long to get production back up, they will not be able to refire those plants with the same pressure to get the same amount of barrels per day. So they will lose millions, perhaps hundreds of millions of dollars per day in production if any of these 2 systems are struck and destroyed and or captured and held hostage, which one of them currently sort of kind of is.
Well, they have. I know they got troops waiting to go to the island. So
If Iran puts any kind of effort towards moving towards that island, we will either bomb the shit out of it or take it over and just put so many men on it that they'll never take it over. It'll become American territory.
James, no. So the United States told Iran there's no charging anybody in Hamas Straits. You're not charging for anything. You're not. They don't even. America don't even want them in control. Europe says, well, there's no deal without Iran, and America saying, you know what? Don't make me make them surrender, and you don't have no say to what goes on. Because if he makes them surrender unconditionally, they don't have a say anymore. They don't even have an ambassador anymore.
They have no choice. Yeah, there's no political anything at that point.
They
but
basically
they keep saying
become
the
a
same thing.
protector.
They will not give up their ambitions towards enriching that a little bit of 60% of uranium they have. They don't want to give that up. They don't want to give up the chance for a nuclear device that they can launch within the region. And eventually, ultimately, if they are able to go unchecked, their research into ICBMs would eventually hit the rest of the world, Russia and us. Right now they can hit like southern parts of Russia, like maybe near Ukraine and that, like southern, mid Europe to about Spain, maybe England. I doubt it, but maybe if they launched really close nearby their territory. But we don't want to get them to have. You don't want to have them to have that ability. You have to stop it before it happens, because if they get it, they will absolutely use it as soon as it's functioning.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy, we're not worried about them launching a nuke over and killing us because they can't reach us, and we know eventually they could. But even when by the time they can, we'll be able to shoot them down. It won't matter.
We can already, but still, the fact of the matter is you can't let them get to that level, because they can launch it on other people, their friends and enemies alike, which they have been doing, and there's nothing we can do about that so much because we don't have as much of a presence to stop that. Yeah, and most of the systems that are down there right now are taxed because of what's been going on with the Iran. I mean, if anyone were to launch a full missile strike on Israel right now, they probably would get most of them through because their stores have been depleted, just like ours have, just like Iran's has.
It's well,
Sean.
No, we have depleted missiles in the Caribbean. Yeah, no, the Pacific's fine. Most of the Atlantic's fine. European stocks are fine. Yeah, well, America don't.
Yeah, we're not hurting for missiles. We're just in that region. We need to restock. Yeah.
We've been selling a lot of them too, so we need to kind of cut that back for a while. We gave a lot of good missiles to other countries. What's up, old man? What you doing?
Man, just got done eating my dinner, and now I'm here with the two best radio hosts in the world.
Awesome, thank you. Did all the kitty cats in the neighborhood follow you home?
Well,
I thought about it all day on how I am honored to be in your presence, you and Jay.
I don't know now because we changed the name of the show, man.
Yeah, we changed it to the Sean Kelly Hour.
Actually, we changed it.
Okay.
We changed it to the Wet Kitty is what we changed it to.
Oh, that's right.
The
Wet Kitty Hour.
The Wet Kitty, the Wet Kitty.
H2O.
That's the name of the show now, the Wet Kitty.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just honored to be here tonight. I really am. I'm just.
Oh, wait. Here, one of my Irish friends. We got a little Irish girl for you here. Hold on, where's she at? What the hell did I do with her? Oh, it's a promo for iCar. Yeah, there it is.
Really?
Oh shit, we need to go to break.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, you've got to listen to ICAR. That's International Community for Alien
Ooh,
Research.
boy.
www.icar1.com. I should know. I'm Irish.
She's a bad girl. Her name is Penny Pitstop.
Who?
Penny Pitstop.
Okay.
You know the girl from the show with the she's on the tracks. The guy from the RCMP, not George of the Jungle, the other one.
Not really, dude. No.
the guy on the horse, who's RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Dudley Do Right's the bad guy. He always ties Penelope pit stop to the train tracks.
Okay, yeah.
She always reminded me of the girl
Hi,
from
Carrie.
Buckaroo Banzai.
Buckaroo.
That's Penny Pretty.
Yeah, it's Penny Pretty, but that's who she looked like. That is what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi, Carrie.
Hello, Stefan. No, Pal Talk's not open. It's Jay's fault. I opened mine. Jay said, y'all people. He did this. When I said you open Pal Talk, he said, I was like, what? He went, I was like, okay, man, it's cool.
Jay, how
whatever."
come, man? Why,
It's like
Jay?
that.
Why'd
He's
you
been
do it?
ornery all night, man, causing trouble, cussing at people and stuff. I don't know.
Damn.
Well, the thing
No.
is, my Pal Talk always turns on when I turn my computer on, but we haven't always used it, so I haven't turned it on. Yeah. Are you using it now, Joe?
No, I turn that fucking shit off. It's
Okay, see.
actually no, it's because where's the screen? Let me get back to the screen. Okay, people, for you Pal Talk listeners, and I love having Pal Talk, but I ain't putting it on this. It's on this computer, but I don't want to use it on here until somebody buys me another stick of RAM. Yeah, it's 3880 Inspiron, an 8 gig stick. Yes, I'm just saying, y'all want me to use Pal Talk? You know, no, because I have a rule. I can't spend any money out of
Starting
pocket.
to
on the
sound like a
station anymore.
70s porno talk show in here.
I'm just, no, Jack, no. I made a couple promises about spending money on the station. It can only spend its own money.
We
Yes.
have a question
And it's
before
cool.
or after the break.
What? Who, what, and where?
Carrie says, what's your take on the Gentle Alien Files disclosure guide?
Some of them I'd seen before in the 90s before they were released from being top secret. But other than that, underwhelming, extremely
Nipply.
underwhelming.
Yes.
Oh,
There's a couple of good ones in there, but the bulk of it's underwhelming.
So so what's going to really go on here is the next couple of weeks, all the files we can get our hands on, we'll be playing on UFO Undercover on Wednesdays. Probably 2 or 3 weeks worth. There's a lot of stuff to go through, but there's a lot of garbage, and let me rephrase that. It's not that it's garbage. It's just useless. So we got a picture from a satellite of this thing flying over Iraq. Very cool. What the fuck is it? I don't know. Is it unidentified? Yes. Is it an alien? No, I'm not thinking it is. Maybe, but probably not. And there's a lot of stuff like that. And the government's got it classified as UAPs or UFOs as unidentified flying objects. And that's what they are. But are they actually alien is the question. And most of these look like something, they look more like drones.
Yeah, but the craziest one that I saw that I have been seeing is the one that looks like, what do them ninjas carry? Death Stars or whatever?
Oh, those little
Throwing stars, shuriken.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever they are.
Shuriken literally means in Japanese thrown knife.
Okay, whatever it is, it reminds me of one of them, and I really do not believe that is an alien aircraft.
and see, that's the thing. There's a lot of weird stuff flying around in the skies, and a
Yeah,
lot of it's
a lot of
ours.
strange
And
stuff going
because
on.
our government, just like other governments, said, okay, it's alien stuff. Well, no, it's easy to take one of your projects. Oh, that was alien, man. Well, we don't know what that is. It's a UFO.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they just covered their asses and are getting away with whatever the hell they're getting away with. And we're running around with a head cut off like a chicken
Well,
going,
They
It's a
relied on that.
UFO,
but
it's a
they relied on that
UFO.
process. The U.S. government relied on it. At least the intelligence community, alike with the
Thanks,
industrial military complex, they use that process all through the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way to today, to mask the. Let's start at the very beginning. The U-2 spy plane, the SR-71, the Have Blue project, which became F-117. Every project since then, it's been developed, flown, and tested at the Groom Lake facility in Nevada, has had some sort of similar UFO pattern reportings under its flight patterns for 80 years.
no, it's there's just so much of it that's we can only look at it as ours. And we want it to be extraterrestrial, but you
All those
just
programs had an underlying UFO project or underlying UFO flap that went with it. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? Here's what really doesn't surprise me. I mean, we are in the 21st century. People have been
Correct.
talking about UFOs and aliens for a long, long, long time. So I think we're kind of used to it, and I really believe that no one's going to freak out if they see them.
Well, I wish that was true.
I agree that for the most part, yes. The people that are interested in the subject and have at least a vague underlying understanding of the implications will probably not freak out. But for those who are unaware and don't watch television, like other parts of the country may not even be aware of the ancient aliens phenomenon or theory that's struck the United States over the last 20 years, those people could wind up being a bit of a panic.
They could be.
Okay.
They could be.
But that's
So
why
what
they
you're
got
going to
these
get is
drugs and calm people down, man.
you've got 8 billion people on this
Yeah.
planet, which of 6.8 million, 6 billion 800 million are religious, and most of them are going to flip. They're going to be like,
Yeah.
no, this isn't God. This isn't alien. This is demons. I can hear them now. Even JD Vance thinks they're demons. Just tell you what kind of
Yeah,
idiot
because they
he
don't
is.
look like us. Mm-hmm.
What's that? That hurt JD Vance. He should have never said aliens look like demons. I don't know what he thought that was going to do for him. I don't know what they thought that was going to do for him. That was dumb, and dumber. Actually, there's a lot of new polls out about Trump. And I keep telling all my Democratic friends, stop worrying about what Trump's polling numbers are. You need to worry about what the Republican polling numbers are versus yours. Said y'all are at 17%. I'm like, so maybe you should check and see where the Republicans are before you go calling victory. Yeah, I seen that with Bill Maher. If you hate Americans, leave. Yeah, I seen that. Matter of fact, I think I just scrolled past it, actually. Jimmy Kimmel gets bad news. We don't care.
Oh yeah, if we start ignoring him, he will eventually fade into the distance.
He
Just like Miley What's Her Face and
I
Monica What's Her
believe
Face.
he's fading now. Nobody wants to deal with his ass.
Yeah,
nah,
so is the
everybody
boss.
Everybody thinks he's an idiot. They just
Yeah.
Him, Bruce Springfield, De Niro, all of them should just fade away. Thank you for entertaining us when you did entertain us. Now keep your politics to yourself.
run for cover, my friend. Okay. No, actually, while we're talking, I was looking.
We should be good. We're past break, but
Yeah, I got a
we
song
do-
right here. Yeah, I got a song. I've never heard Johnny Cash do Rising Sun. House of the Rising Sun, Ghost of Johnny Cash. Ooh,
Oh,
I
hell yeah.
wonder- Guess we'll give this a try.
give it a flip. Yeah.
If I switch songs, people, because I might put on the dark gothic version of this. So anyway, I know that version's pretty good. So let's see what this is. Johnny Cash can play some hard shit sometimes. Let's see. No, Jack, he's gone. He passed a while back.
All right, it's up.
Is it? It's
Spooky. It's up.
That's a hell of a tattoo.
God in
How do you
mind.
get a brand new AC and heating system in the
Not by listening to you, that's for
That's deep, man. He sings
sure.
deep. Joe, what is the House of the Rising Sun?
Old House of
Is
Blues.
it a whorehouse? Is it a whorehouse or a gambling joint?
It was both actually. Pretty much back in
Okay,
the New
please
Orleans,
don't.
back in that day, was more like a hotel, a restaurant, a casino, and a hoe house, all wrapped up in one.
And the House of Blues, there was live music.
And
too.
there was live music too. But you can still find them. Well, you could when I was in the Navy. You still could out in Fallon, Nevada, and a couple other places like the Horseshoe Club. It's a big club, had music in it, food, drinks, alcohol, hookahs. The whole thing was there to take care of the Navy guys at the Fallon station. And because it was in the middle of the freaking desert.
Did you say at the Phallus station?
Fallon.
Fallon Air Base. Don't get them boys on your ass, man. They'll come looking for you. Fuck around their Navy base. It's where the
That's the good
bombing
thing about the
derby's
Navy.
held.
You guys have a good sense of humor. They wouldn't kill me.
Want to bet?
That's the bombing
You wanna
derby,
bet.
man. So yeah, well, that's the thing. That's where the bombing derby's held. You might become target practice.
Yes, absolutely, man.
I say, look at that skinny guy. Let's strap him to a freaking tank and see what happens when we blow him up. I can hear him now. Especially if
telling
they're
you, man.
showing off for some Air Force guys. It could even be worse.
Well, you know how. I got a little piece of Civil War history. Do you know how the little ladies of the night, they got their nickname hookers? This is true.
No.
Okay. There was a General Hooker that was with the Union Army. And when he was running the Union Army, he would set up his office in whorehouses.
Huh.
And that's how they became hookers. That's how General Hooker's women, hookers.
And I do know that the Red Lake District, that phrase comes from mainly Europe, where and mostly coastal towns, ladies of the night would either put up a red curtain or somehow make the candlelight turn red, so there was a red light in the window to signify that they were open for business.
Yeah, they still do that actually. Well, in some
Yeah, they
places,
still do that.
I think they sit in little houses with windows, and guys go down the street or women.
Yeah,
go
that's
down the
it.
street.
That's like in Amsterdam and Vancouver and a few other places they do that. I don't know if they do it in Paris or not. Well, prostitution is weird, Jackie. It's
It was
legal
all
in some
across here
places.
at one point. Yeah.
I mean, when you look at
Paris.
if you look at America, prostitution is only legal in Vegas. Well, I think it's kind of sort of legal in Los Angeles too. But well, I should say Nevada, not Vegas. This just recently was made legal in Vegas. It used to be they could only have prostitution in Nevada if it was 250,000 people or less in a county.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
down in the counties only.
But now it doesn't matter what the population is.
Thank you, Carrie. I don't know. I really liked Fallon, Nevada. I had fun out there. We were out there 2 weeks. That was the best time of my life.
Yeah, we used to go blow some shit. We'd have to go out there twice a year. Go blow shit up.
Jay, get your mind out of the gutter, you dumbass.
Don't blame me. She typed it, not me.
I used to have a red porch light, huh?
Are you trying to tell us
That's
something?
why I chuckled. Yeah, that's why.
Kara, what are you saying?
I don't know. You're trying to
Naughty, naughty.
Huh?
there's some red thing pops
Dogs,
somewhere there.
settle down.
Kara, how could you?
I know. Shame.
Kara, I thought you were a little angel.
I thought you was a blue light girl.
Blue. Where was that? Kmart blue light?
No, the blue light special. Yeah, that was it. It was Kmart. I'm
No,
pretty
it was
sure.
diners, blue plate special.
Yeah, they had that too. Frankie G, where you at? Yeah, you in the city? I haven't. I've been to the city since I went to LA, and I was just driving through it. I didn't actually stop. Now, before that's probably been a year. I can tell if the server's working from here. I don't have to go down there to see it, and I can start it from here if I have to. Yeah. You mean no? Putin said that he felt that the war was coming to an end. The Ukraine.
Yeah. Oh, I have it up here. Hang on a second. Where is that?
He looks
There it
tired.
is.
Actually, when I was watching him today, he just looks tired. Too many people trying to kill him.
Where the hell did it go? News. Okay. Now let's just do that one, and then I can find the right one. That's not it. That's it. Boom. Let's hit the. There we go. Can we get that on there? Where are we? Boom.
Yeah, you got it. There you go. Yep, there you
And
go.
I don't think it get any bigger, but yeah, Putin says he thinks Russia-Ukraine war is coming to an end. They are under a tentative ceasefire right now, are they not?
Yeah, but they've been messing with each other about that, and something happened during the Victory Day celebration or some shit.
Well, you know what else? Think about it, right? Poland wants the United States to go in there with them, and that would scare the shit out of Putin if he knew that Poland and the United States were together. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Think about it.
he's
Well, I mean, allegedly, though, we haven't never really been like true enemies. There, the Cold War was basically sort of a way for them to hide what happened after the race to the moon, which also was another way to hide that there was no animosities. We are actually friends all the way through World War II, and then even at the end, although it was correctly predicted by who was it? Which general was that? I forget. Joe probably knows, but the general said we should go in and take them out, and we didn't.
oh
And
MacArthur.
MacArthur, thank you.
Yeah.
If we had, we might be living in a different situation. We now already have had full alien disclosure and know the full truth, and it may be a Star Trek world had we done so.
Because he said we would.
Heaven, Jay. You'd be in heaven.
Huh?
You'd be like, oh my
Yeah, so
God.
would you. We all would.
Not me.
All this would have been over before Jay was even born. You would have had
Yeah.
you'd have had the United States take Russia immediately by using 3 or 4 nukes. Russia would have surrendered. We'd have told China, look, we're friends, but we might as well just merge since we're here. So Asia would have became one. The continent of Asia would have became just part of the United States. We would have probably forced India also into surrender.
And you want to talk manufacturing skills at that point? If we set up China the way we did after World War II, boom, you got cheap manufacturing, and the U.S. is the number one breadbasket, and now number one oil producer. That's pretty much global market monopoly, don't you think?
Oh yeah, well, with those 3 countries, you
Pretty
would
much.
control them. And
Yeah.
Europe was destroyed anyway, so half of them would have probably just sucked into the agreement. Say, why don't you just come be
Hey
part
guys,
of the new
everyone,
nation?
Kara and Carrie are talking about the upside down pineapples.
Okay, are you queer or something?
You know what upside pineapple means, right, Joe?
Hell no,
No.
it just means upside down pineapple to me.
It's the signal for a swingers club.
Oh my God, that's not what it is down here.
And
right?
there's one in Gulfport, Mississippi, buddy.
Well, shame on them.
How far are you from Gulfport?
20 minutes,
Uh-huh.
maybe 25 minutes, depending on where. Well, if it's in North Gulfport, it's probably like more like 40 minutes. But it's Gulfport. Look, these people are prudes down here, man. They put you in jail for that stuff in Mississippi. Or
They
they bring
still
you down.
have like, what are they called? The women down there, debutantes. Do they still have them down there?
Oh yeah, Sweet 16s. Of course they do.
Do they?
Big Southern thing, yeah. It's a coming out party for when you're 16. Is what it is.
Oh,
You're introduced to the world at 16. You're becoming an adult woman.
Oh.
Yeah, James. And 100 years ago, 16 was definitely an adult woman. Yeah. Today it's illegal in this country.
no, Carrie. No, Carrie, it don't.
Oh
Sorry,
my
Joe.
God, the high school's over there having an orgy. Now, I live out here. I live out in the past with the respectable people. Yes. Well, I don't know if they're respectable. but
Okay,
they're
so they're wow. The largest state sponsor of
Oh, Obama
Yeah,
is. Yeah, by
Obama's getting
far.
called out by Saudis.
damn.
Yeah.
150 billion in cash. He handed them like the same as Obama. Biden. I don't remember what the total was for Biden, but it was over 4 billion, I think, in hard currency. And Obama did 150 billion. So I mean, that's 154 billion dollars that they could use against us, which they have done. Yes or no?
Funded terrorism, all kind of wonderful things going on. Fought
in
Iraq,
almost every fashion you can think of. Absolutely.
That's
Damn.
true. Different things do mean different things in different
I
areas.
like
Yeah,
this
this is a
dude.
video.
I like the Saudi crown prince, man. He is so laid back.
Oh.
and chill.
I don't know. I don't know. He's on Trump's dog side now. He told us we couldn't use the base the other day.
Yeah.
And Trump said, "Excuse me." He said, "Motherfucker, I'll come blow your oil fields up." You better
Well, it's
chill.
making them a target too. So I can understand them doing that, but in the same place, they're launching offensive and defensive strikes as well. So they might as well let us. They're in it. They might as well let us use it.
Okay, listen, Jay, I got a question for you, and I thought about this question all day at work, and I was bored, so I thought about it. If you were playing the
Right.
game of Risk, okay, and you were in this situation right now, what's going on over in the Middle East, and you were the United States, what would you do?
Well, the United States has an overwhelming force of well, I don't think they have. There's no C pieces in Risk, but we'll just kind of convert them. There are there's a significant amount of let's just say cannon fodder. I would take out the lower southeast part of Asia and then keep building troops to take out the rest of Asia. If you can stronghold in the game of Risk, if you can stronghold and keep Asia, and Asia only has a few vulnerable points. Once you have those covered, you can pretty much win the game. And the first strike to doing that is either coming up through places like the Middle East and going up underneath through Siberia, or coming through Europe, and which is even harder. Then you also have to hold Europe while you try to take over Asia. So it's easier to come up from Australia and just take out Eastern Russia and Eastern Asia and just
Man, that just tells you. See, that's not how I do it, man. I'd go over to NORAD, get my little pad out, move some satellites around, go. Whoops, they're gone. Oh wait, they're gone. Oh wait, who else? Let's just do 5 at a time. That's just.
Well, then you're on top secreting another.
It doesn't matter. By that time, everybody's dead.
Yeah, that's true too.
So it is time to unveil. Yeah, you unveil it when you know you're getting ready to wipe out the majority of people you don't want here no more.
Do you want to watch this one with Nancy Pelosi?
Yeah, let's listen to Nancy. You know we like Nancy. Sean's got a crush on her.
Oh God!
It's a diversionary tactic. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident, and it's a diversionary tactic.
A diversionary tactic.
She probably thought of that. I think that's the most thing she ever said that I understand. I mean,
it was rather coherent, but it's only because it had something to do with her party. When she has anything to say about Trump or the Republican Party, she becomes completely unhinged and unintelligible.
She does become an idiot, that's for sure. Janice, where are you at, Janice? Sydney, shit, it's what, Sunday over there, huh?
Australia.
Yep, it's Sunday morning.
Chippy-o. What you got for us?
The hell, Chippy-o. Come on.
Chippy-o, man. That Cheerio, Chippy-o. Because it's Australian. We're not talking Brits. Brits would have been the other thing. What do you mean when we're going to be where? Oh, Australians are never going to space. What are you talking about? No, indeed not. They're not allowing y'all in space. What are you, crazy? Why do you think they got you locked up on an island at the bottom of the planet?
Exactly. That's why we gave you the biggest radio telescope, so you can help monitor what goes on up there. We need someone to watch the skies on top of everything else.
You're lucky we even let you off the damn island. Come on. We know your ancestry. Chill out.
Oh, man. Where's Mish when you need her? Where is
Mish? I ain't fucking with Joe tonight.
She's probably making coffee right now, I'll bet you.
No, man. Mish would be all over you, man.
Mish Mish knows I'm telling the truth, man. There's no fucking Aussies off the Aussies, they become liberals, man. We don't want them nowhere but in Australia. If I could, I'd send all the rest of them down there with them. Half of Canada, half of Europe. Go live in
a half a can of what? What did you say? A half can
of urine. Europe.
I thought you said half a can of syrup. What?
Half a can of Europe.
Oh, half Canadian and half of Europe. Yeah,
liberal logic, huh?
I'm sure there's a lot of Canadians down in Australia.
So that's why Michelle liked Barack so much.
Oh man, you are fighting, dude.
You're gonna get fired from the network.
Oh yeah, Joe.
Why? All I said is I don't even know what the hell I'm referring to. All I said was that's why Michelle likes Barack.
That's all you have to say. I didn't say what Amelia said yesterday. Amelia wasn't too happy he was up there.
Yeah, she told me she's mad at me today.
Oh well, yeah, you probably deserve it too, though.
I told her she couldn't come do food porn with us then.
Should we do this, Barack Obama? It's an AI thing.
See, but that's look at his face. That's how you know his ears are out, his mouth's open. Michelle probably going, baby, I love you long time.
Oh my God.
It didn't work. I got to go to the page and hit play. Oh.
Democrats said nothing. I bombed one country without congressional approval, and the Democrats protested. I released 0 Epstein files. The Democrats said nothing. I released 3.5 million Epstein files. The Democrats said I'm protecting pedophiles.
In 2016, I ran on deporting illegal aliens, and the Democrats voted for me.
I am deporting illegal aliens, and the Democrats are protesting me. I bombed 7 countries without congressional approval, and the Democrats said nothing. I bombed 1 country without congressional approval, and the Democrats protested. I released 0 Epstein files. The Democrats said
Joe
nothing.
Biden anymore.
I
only wanna
released
see baby
3.5
Biden.
million Epstein files.
There we go. Sorry, my ear thing's supposed to hit. It's supposed to work as a pause thing, but for some reason, I think I have too many windows open, so it doesn't know which one to open up.
Oh,
But yeah, interesting, isn't that?
Nah, not really. It's
And
old news.
kick him in the balls. Boy, Sean's tough, man. I don't know. First, he's taking up them queer Aussies down there, you know. No, Jesse. So you and I don't agree on what the word queer means. I confiscated the queer word back a while back, about 6 months ago.
It
Brought
never
back
has
to its
meant
roots.
anything to do with homosexuality. It just means something that is strange, out of the
And weird.
ordinary.
We used to
Which,
say that.
you know, in
we
some
used to
cases,
say
gay
that
people
when
are
we grew
strange
up.
and extraordinary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
we used that when we were growing up. That's so queer.
yeah, and that's why you can't say Aussies are queer, man. Not gay, but queer. It's different. Well, engage just means happy. Y'all got to stop, just taking over words and giving them negative connotations.
Well, welcome to the 21st century, dude. Yeah,
right.
true, Kara. Gay means happy. It's true.
Now what we got up here? I see some people from 2006. Oh look,
Oh,
it's
it's
Bill
another one of those.
Clinton.
It's another one of those comparison thingies. So let's take
You're
a
right,
listen.
Kara.
Oh, Bill,
Kara's
Bill, we
right.
love you, Bill.
Statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Fuck them illegal
Look at
aliens.
this. Half of the house doesn't stand up. Look at that. That's disgusting.
But you know
All
that
right,
was
roll
going to happen.
roll the Clinton version.
Not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more by hiring a record number of new border guards,
If I was
by
Clinton,
deporting
I mean,
twice
if
as
I
many
was,
criminal aliens as
Trump,
ever
I would just
before,
been using
by
this
cracking
as what
down
I
on
was
illegal
saying.
hiring,
Yeah.
by barring
I would have
welfare
said Bill says
benefits
it
to
so well.
illegal
We might as well
aliens.
just let him say
In
it.
the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the
It's not the same
deportation of
words,
illegal
but it's
aliens
the
who are
same
arrested for
idea.
crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
Okay, but we're not a nation of immigrants.
That's old news. Man. That's old news. It's old news. Don't mean shit today.
Well, no, because number one, we're not a nation of immigrants. So when we came over on the boat in the Mayflower, we weren't immigrants. We were explorers. It's a whole different thing. We didn't flee a country. We were coming here to explore and to start our own country. It's a whole different thing. Being explorers and being immigrants are two entirely different things. And it's a different brain set. It's a different mindset. The whole thing is different. So anytime they say that, I'm always like, really? I said, everybody I know came here were explorers, wanted to come here and explore the country, see what America had to offer, how much freedom could they have, what could they do, how could they start new projects. That's what America was. Today, it's kind of on the strange side. What the hell is this? This guy looks
It's
like
it's another one of those things you sent. Don't you
Which
remember?
one? I don't remember this one. Play it. Let's see. I don't remember this one. Oh, I do now.
Immigrants statewide.
Oh, she got ripped. I remember.
Yeah, I
that.
remember it now. Yeah.
I saw this.
Congresswoman Porter, your thoughts on the idea of funding health care for undocumented immigrants statewide?
Yes.
Yes, and
And that's, by the way, what I think Californians deserve as answers to these questions, Alex.
and for critics who say that we can't afford it, Congresswoman Porter, your thoughts on the idea of funding?
Wow, she's nuts.
She is.
Oh, she is
got
nuts.
ripped, man.
She got in trouble. She got in trouble with that one reporter, and One she was screaming at and telling them to shut up, and then she's been a mess. I haven't seen all of this. I don't know what it says, but it's she is.
Oh well, she got eaten alive by the other candidates. She was not. I mean, she was. I have to say she was more well spoken than the other Democratic candidates, but the Republicans ate her alive.
So you got two Republicans.
They destroyed her.
Yeah, I forgot what Democrat's leading right now, but John was telling me about him earlier.
It's not her.
No, it's not. It's a guy. He's a professional politician. You got two Republicans and one Democrat that are leading the pack. They're trying to push it out so that the Republicans take the vote and the Democrats don't get a shot. See, because California's got an open primary, so it's not like here where the Democrats would run, and then whatever Democrat would win, they would be running for it.
Yeah, I think the way they described it is they take the pool of however many there are, they hold I don't know how they do it, but then they narrow it down to like
an open
8.
primary. That's what it is. No,
Yeah,
this is how they're going to do it. They're going to have a vote for these people that are right there, and the top two will get to run for governor, whatever they are, whether they're Republicans or Democrats.
That's the next process. But I think before that,
that's it. That's what they're talking about. The election's in what? In November, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I thought it was in November. Well, I mean, I've just been listening to what they've been talking about because they were saying the other day when this election.
When is the governor race in California vote?
Yeah, when is it? Maybe it's next year.
The 2026 California gubernatorial primary election is on June 2nd, 2026.
Oh,
and the general election is
coming up
November 3rd, 2026.
So you got this primary coming up right here, and then the two people left out of this are the ones who are going to be running. And that's just that, and that makes sense. I mean, there's 8 of them or something. So you'll have the last two left. Hopefully, they're both Republicans, and it'll guarantee a Republican gets in.
Some new to politics. I have to ask you this question: if you have a Republican governor, but does it still mean that California could be still have the Democratic vote?
What it means is the Democrats can't go wild, the hag-ass wild anymore because the governor can veto the vote. So they can't just go making all kind of rampant projects anymore. So in order for them to get something, they got to give something. True politics. So out in Cali, that's what will happen is you'll have the majority of the House. I don't know how the new gerrymandering thing went. So if they overturn it, then actually the governor will actually have some help. If they don't, then there'll only be like 2 red seats. But they'll be the governor, so it won't really matter because he has the control. They can vote all they want, but in the end, he can just say, well, you know what? I don't like that proposal. Sorry.
Well, let me ask you this. If California becomes red, will that move up into Oregon and Washington State?
Depends on how well California
probably
does.
Not. It might. But what it does mean, though, is that it affects the midterms coming up for, November.
Okay.
What happens if California turns the governor red and gas prices go down and the state starts getting under control, then you may see Oregon and Washington change because they'll be going, wow.
Probably after the midterms, but I don't think you'll see that change for a while.
Oh, no. I wasn't talking. I was talking like next election cycle, not even.
Yeah.
You're talking at
least that long. Yeah.
You got to give, it'll take the governor of California at least 4 years to get to where it's making any sense. 8 years, they'll actually be down. But you could see a change in the whole coast. And as it is, it's been a move towards the red anyway, even though they keep saying, the blue's going to be a landslide. I just don't see that. Neither does Vegas. The betting odds are not really, the Democrats aren't really got overwhelming betting odds. So I don't know. Well, Jesse, no, they have betting odds in all the elections. Technically, it's illegal to vote on an election, but somehow or another people get away with it.
But still, though, Vegas is like, it's like the basic hut, or not hut, but hub of professional gambling.
There she is.
Gambling in
there
the United
she
States.
is.
So I would say that they have a better. They aren't very good at predicting presidential elections. They are very good at putting the odds out. That's for
Just
damn sure.
look who just came into
Mish.
the room, Jay.
I told you she was making coffee. Why are you guys so worried? She's here.
Oh, Mish. Oh my gosh. Oh, Joe was ripping on Australians. Oh, was he ripping
No, he
on
wasn't.
them?
All I said is we're not going to let y'all off the island. That's all I said. You can't go to space, so you just got to live on the island because we know y'all's heritage. So y'all have to stay there. That's just how it is. Hey, look, we keep the Europeans in Europe because they smell funny.
That's why we like them on the other side of the pond. Ooh.
Because they smell funny.
Yeah, he's still doing it, Mish. He's ripping Australia.
Them Aussies. Hey, look, I'm not the one down there making all these liberal votes. Don't hate on me. I'm just watching the news going, oh my God, it's a communist
I think she means wanker, but we'll still throw it up.
It's becoming a communist country, the communist state of Australia. Next thing I know, y'all be speaking North Korean. You be going,
Australia's too far away. It's way too far away from the clutches of Korea or South Korea right now. That is, or not South Korea, North Korea. North Korea's army and navy aren't quite large enough.
Reaching with a nuke, man.
No, they can't even get them to launch off of their own platforms. They're blowing up on their, in the test areas.
Yeah, I don't know where you've been. They've been launching nukes out in the Pacific for a couple of years now. I don't know where you've been hiding at.
They've been launching missiles, but none of them were successful.
They've been launching continental ballistic nuclear weapons, is what they've been launching.
Yes, they have.
They can reach all over Europe right now. Supposedly they have 40 of these.
Joe, Mish says liberal is different to your liberal.
No, liberal is liberal. Progressive is progressive. Don't matter if you live on the moon, you live on Mars, you live in America, you live in Australia.
No, she's right, because she lives below the equator, so everything spins differently down there.
No, shit still spins the same way. It's just one of them things. It's because I got a lot of friends live in Australia, I got a lot of friends live in Europe, I got a lot of friends live in Canada.
Dude, who is running our country? ATM is screwing the country.
You got some liberal freak guy down there. That guy is like liberal beyond belief.
Yeah, and ATM is just an acronym for alcohol, tobacco, and marijuana.
Gimme. Well, Jesse, Australia is one of my favorite countries, but right now they got a shithole of a government. They like Canada's government. They got a shithole of a government. Look, it's so bad that they got Australians making videos thanking us for electing Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they got Brits doing the same thing.
Isn't their president kind of woke-ish?
Yeah, a whole bunch of them are woke-ish. And I don't understand it because I've never really met a woke Australian before, so I'm a little confused.
The few Australians I've met are wonderful chaps, but nothing like what their president
No,
is.
they're not called chaps. They're called mates. Hey, mate.
Mates, chaps, whatever.
Mate. No, it's mate. Mate.
In my country, I call people what I like, and that's the beauty of America. And they would often call us mates, and now say, "Hey, what's going on, dudes?" That's the way we roll. But they're all very nice people, and not a single one of them seemed to be at all partly. I mean, the ones Australians I did know were back in the '90s, so there wasn't really a wokeism thing going on back then.
No, I don't exactly know what happened. So they used to run the comparison things. So the country that was most like America was Australia. It's not anymore, but it was. Which is just weird.
What country on the planet is most like the United States?
Does Google know something like this?
Canada is often considered the most similar country due to our shared history,
Who?
language,
Canada.
geographic proximity, and integrated economies.
Yeah, it's coughing over there, so I agree with that. It's not true.
Maybe a decade ago, Canada. No, probably 3 decades ago. What do you mean? Americans don't hate the world. We weren't the ones who started the fight. They were. Europeans weren't toting the bill. Europeans have been screwing Americans over since World War II. That's all there is to it.
I know what we can play on our second break. How about We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel?
Who's that? Billy Soul. Who? Billy Weirdo.
We didn't start the fire. Can you get that, Jay? please.
Yeah. When or is it coming up? Well, we got a few minutes, so yeah.
Yeah, Jay,
Yeah.
like, man, leave me alone, man. I'm busy, man.
What's
I'm
that,
talking
Jay?
he's talking to this green girl on his tricorder. I mean, on his
What is that, Jay?
it's a
It's what you call a
communicator.
moire pattern. You see it moving? The same thing was on Spock's scanner on the bridge of the Enterprise. You see it?
That's a communicator he's got in his hand. He's communicating. Oh, now he's doing an emergency thing. Come get me
Emergency beam
immediately.
up.
Blue-
Yeah, they're not.
Oh, it went there. It
not-
went right as you were leaving the last one off.
Okay, so what am I grabbing there, Shawnee boy?
We
What song?
didn't start the fire by Billy Joel.
Oh yeah, Billy Joel. I like Billy Joel. He's still a little political, but you know.
I like this song because it's so true. This is the history we grew up on.
Yeah.
He's such a little girl.
No, wait, that's right. The lyrics are pretty good. All right, so I got to find something that doesn't say official on it. 1, 2 official, 1, 2. Eaton, we don't want that. Here we go. That doesn't say official on it. That's 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes. There we go.
Yeah, it's a long song, dude.
Yeah.
I think we need to start using them tankers to start spraying the Aussies. Start chemtrailing their asses.
I would prefer to be. Oh, Kara would rather be from Canada right now. Huh. Who always the common denominator? America. Yes.
All right, now let's get this thing going. Who's doing promos? You, Shawnee?
Yeah, I'll do promos.
All right, let me get this up on the screen, then.
Mama, don't let your baby
Blank.
go up
Let's
to
see if
be
this works. I
Australian.
hope it works. We go full screen,
You know I love Aussies, right, miss?
and we're up. And you guys ready? Here we go.
They're the only other ballsy country on the planet.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's start this conversation. Let's start this conversation. We got no relation.
Welcome to Don't Whistle at Night podcast, where Navajo legends echo in the shadows. Darren and Dawn will guide you through the sacred fire of Native storytelling, where the old stories breathe, the unknown walks among us, and voices, long hidden, rise to be heard.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Mitch says
I'm dying over there. What the hell's going on?
Pauline
Hey,
Hanson
look,
spoke back
Sean,
in the-
did you split again? There's two of you up there.
No, I know, because I'm good looking.
One of you
I'm
sounds like Joe, though.
that. Oh well, that, you know what? Joe's lucky to have my profile picture up there.
There we
Pauline
go.
Hanson spoke back in the 90s about who and how many we let into our Australia. She was labeled a racist. Anyhow, now people are living what she's seen happening. Did you know anything
Wow,
about
yeah.
her, Joe? It's
No.
Pauline Hanson.
I was thinking I do actually know a Pauline Hanson, which is kind of weird. I don't know if it's that. I'd have to go look it up and see, but I know over the years there's been several people in Australia who have said what was coming, but not just in Australia. They've been saying it in Britain and Europe and other places and in Canada. And people it was saying it here in our country. And then we got lucky and got Trump. But for some reason, the Europeans and the Australians and the Canadians can't seem to get a real leader. I mean, when you look at Starmer, he's not a leader, and his whole Congress is against him. Most of the country is, but yet still he's in charge. Same thing with Carney. Carney was, well, somehow or another, they went from in Canada to being like pro because of Trudeau was so bad that there wasn't a shot a person was going to win on the liberal side, but yet here comes Carney. I don't know, guys. It's a mess.
Mish says that she has red hair, Joe.
Yeah, I just looked her up. Yeah, she does.
Purple hair, what?
Red hair.
Red.
As long as it's not blue, we're good to go. If it was blue, I was going to have to throw you out the room.
I don't know.
We have a rule: no blue-haired people in the room. Oh yeah, we ban y'all suckers, man, because only one kind of woman wears blue hair. Evil ones, yeah, evil, begotten liberals. Yes, that's who. Have you not been watching? Look, she's out of Rita's out of Australia. You haven't been watching
There she
Lefties
is.
Losing It?
There. And this is her. Do you remember Parliament?
Wow,
That's her. She works in Parliament.
She looks really familiar for some reason. I wonder
Well, she
why.
was only in office from 2007 to
says?
2010.
Technically, if you colored blind, her hair should be blue. Technically.
Well, that's definitely not. Look, that's her in 2017. That is not a natural red hair color. That she is definitely not. She may have been. I don't know. Didn't know her when she was 12, but she may have been a real redhead. But that's not a real natural color. She had her hair dyed clearly.
Carrie
Nothing
says,
wrong with that. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, but she that's not her natural hair color. She's probably white
Mitch
hair.
says that's her. Carrie says
Oh, I know, it's
people
her,
are
right?
coming
It's
in
not a
by the
natural hair color.
droves. Pierre Trudeau started the idea to have a melting pot of cultures to welcome in. It is only to get votes.
Well, of course, it's only to get votes. That's what the whole liberal thing was.
That's why the Democrats want the immigrants here, the illegal immigrants, to help them get their people into office.
But it's weird the way it works. So you had Reagan kicking out people, but then you had Bill kicking out people. So who were they actually voting for? And then you had, well, baby Bush kicking out people. Then Obama came in and kicked out even more people. I mean, how many fucking people were in this country illegally? Let's be honest about this. And when did they all get here?
Actually, should be, and that's a fault on just about every presidential administration from Reagan till today.
Well, the last 5 presidents kicked out at least 10 million or more.
Yeah,
and
still wasn't enough.
Well, according to the stats, Joe Biden let in 11 million.
Yeah, and allegedly kicked out what, 3 million?
No, Biden didn't kick out any. Obama
Yeah, he
kicked
did. No,
out.
he did. No, he did. He did. It just wasn't
Did
that
he?
many. Yeah, he did.
Well, no, 3 million's a lot. That's what Obama did. That's a big number.
Well, so basically, but he let it. So he kicked out 3 million and let in 11. So basically, he broke even at 8. He let in 8.
But you know, Mitch, how many people live in Australia? 20 million? I mean, it's a big country.
Hey,
And
Google,
that's
how many people live in Australia?
24 million, maybe?
Population of Australia is approximately 28,400,000 as of May 2026.
Yeah, here you go. It's called 30 million.
So it's smaller than Texas. It's
Population-wise, land-wise, though, it's as big as what? Almost the entire Midwest of the country, U.S. country.
it's a pretty decent sized country. But where's its economy ranked next to Texas's economy? I mean, it's sad when we have states in our country that are higher up than a lot of the free world countries' economies are.
Yeah.
Actually, Jackie, California is 5th largest economy in the world. It's actually larger than Russia's, yes. It's the United States, China, Japan, and I don't know who the next 2 after that. I have to go look and see, but that's your top 3 right there. England used to be in there, but I think they got pushed down. And England don't even have any ships. They're in trouble. I was listening to their Navy guy today talk about they got this one ship that's sending to the Middle East.
Yeah, let's look that up. Actually, active
and you know
British
what?
Navy.
You know what's even worse? This was a ship that was already deployed. This wasn't one they were trying to get up and running.
Yeah.
They've had bad luck with trying to get ships up. And I didn't know, but according to the naval thing, they've decreased their Navy by half. So who the hell they thought were taking care of them? They left the EU and cut their Navy by half. I mean, what exactly was going on here?
All right, so here we go. Royal Navy is the principal naval warfare service branch of the British Armed Services. Its assets
Put it on the
include both
screen.
commissioned warships and non-commissioned vessels. As of December 2025, there are 63 commissioned ships, including auxiliary ships in the Royal Navy. However, increasingly many of the Royal Navy's ships are old, and some have proven to be minimally seaworthy. The situation has been described in the media and by some politicians as a national embarrassment. We've talked about it as a side note. According to the conservative MP, I don't know what MP means, Ben Obies-Yekti, the Royal Navy has effectively run out of ships. According to Gwyn Jenkins, the first Sea Lord and Sea Chief of the naval staff, I'm assuming of the of the Royal Navy, will not be ready for an armed conflict until 2030. they are not able to. We said it. What is it? Weeks ago.
Yeah,
Joe,
they
they are
can't.
unable to field a viable protective or offensive navy.
Yeah, they were relying on ours. They're just like the rest of
100%.
it. So what's the size of the French Navy? It's got to be.
Let's
bigger.
find out.
And I know
This is off of Wikipedia, by the way. So let's see if they have a list of French ships. Sorry, it's taking a minute. It's hard to
Actually,
navigate
Denise,
with one hand.
There's a couple places in Australia I'd like to go to, but there's an opal mine that's it's an underground city. It's what's got UFO hotels on top of it, but underneath is an opal mine that's a city. It's got a bar and a club and all kind of stuff in it. Little movie theater.
Okay, here we go. This is a list of active French Navy ships. The French Navy consists of a total of, this is embarrassing for England, 168 active ships, out of which nearly 100 vessels of the Force d'Action Navale, or Naval Action Force, and the 10 active submarines of the Force Sous-Marine, which means submarine force. Of these 168 ships, 30 could be considered major warships, 10 submarines, 1 aircraft carrier, 3 amphibious ships, 16 destroyer/frigates, and the primary assets include 1 nuclear aircraft carrier, 3 amphibious assault ships, 14 surface combatants of the first rank, 2 Horizon-class destroyers, 8 Aquitaine-class frigates, 1 Admiral Ronark-class frigate, and 3 of 5, I guess they have 2 more being built, Lafayette-class general-purpose frigates.
Let's see what we got
Sounds
here.
very impressive. That's a lot of firepower.
Let's see what we got here. We've got so the United States doesn't have the largest navy in the world, but it's got the most powerful navy in the world by far,
That's
even,
true.
even against China's. Russia is 3rd. Indonesia Navy is 4th. Republic of Korea Navy is 5th. Japan is 6th. India 7th. French with 70 units is 8th. Britain with 50 units is 9.
Huh.
Turkey is 10 with 90 units. The Italian Navy's got 50. God, Europe, you suck. But you know what? When you think about the EU, if they've all got 50 ships, how many countries are there? 30?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's quite a few ships, man. That's what, 1,500 ships. It's,
But can
no, it's
they
not that
all
many.
can they all function together, or will they, collapse into chaos, which almost happened several times in World War II?
Hey, Joe. Mish says Cardwell, Australia's only UFO festival was in August. Look them up and give them some love.
Okay, I will. I'll check them out. Let's see. Belgium Navy, they got 9 ships. Ukrainian Navy's got 21 ships. Royal Saudi Navy, 28. South African Navy, 11. The Saudi
How many
Navy.
do we have?
We have 232 units and China has 405. It's not an accurate count, though. We're more around 339 and China's about 430 or something.
Yeah, and we still have some museum ships that are in good enough condition that they can be recommissioned quickly as well. So,
Well, they're extending the Nimitz life again.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, the USS Constitution in Boston still considered
Yeah, we talked about it like last show. It's the oldest commissioned naval ship, and it's made out
Yeah,
of
my
wood.
brother was stationed on there. Yeah.
Cool.
In order for them to make it, legit, they have to tow it out to the middle of the bay or the middle of the ocean and bring it back in. It has to go out one time out and one time in.
It basically takes a shakedown cruise once a year. Yes.
So let's see. What is the U.S. Navy's biggest branch?
Pilots.
So you got aircraft carriers, but aircraft carriers make up 14% of the fleet, so they're not the biggest. Amphibious assault, no, they're smaller. Submarines make up 29.3%, but guess what? They're not the biggest either. They're close though.
Frigates.
Frigates, they don't have frigates, they got corvettes. They make up 11%. Destroyers make up the most at 32%.
Well, let me ask you this: what's the difference between a Corvette and a frigate?
Their capabilities. Ship wise, I don't think there's all that much difference. When I was in the Navy, they weren't all much difference in size.
Well, but Corvettes
but
are generally tend to be sleeker, longer, and faster.
Well, it's all about what they can do. You know, Navy ships are not all designed for multitasking. Some are designed for air defense, some for sea defense, some for different kind of defense, some for high maneuvering, some for sneaking in on stuff. It just depends.
Well, let me ask you this: since we really don't have too many Corvettes, would you consider the Coast Guard to be the Corvette of the armed services?
I can say the Coast Guard be junk.
You know what we call them? Know what we call them?
They use the same vessels as the Navy, but they don't think they have very many Corvettes.
You know what we used to call them, Jay? You know what we used to call them, Coast Guard? Puddle jumpers.
No. Yeah.
They're puddle jumpers.
Let's see what the People's Liberation Army has. So their largest percent of their fleet is I don't want to see the short ad. Get off me with the short ad. Get the fuck out of here with the short ad. I don't want to see it. Okay. Let's see. Their largest is Corvettes at 31%.
Huh.
Their second largest is submarines.
The Coast Guard.
No, this is the Chinese Navy.
Oh, okay. I thought I thought we were still talking about the U.S. Coast Guard. I'm like, wow, they have Corvettes and a submarine force. What do they need a submarine force for?
I know. So then after that, the next thing is. So they had the Corvettes, and then they had their aircraft carriers. It doesn't even come out to a percentage of their fleet.
Huh.
So
news really, there's nothing breaking either. I just refreshed for looking for fresh news headlines, and they're the same as they were 3 hours ago.
So right now, China has 3 carriers, 73 submarines, 316 fleet core ships, and 13 amphibious assaults. Global ranking number 2 out of 40. TVR, that's the true value rating of the fleet it actually is. Force is good, supplies are solid, established 1949, medium hull 19 years. Let's see what the Navy has to say. We're not even going to worry about the other fleets, maybe the Russians, but because they still have a pretty decent fleet. Let's see what we have. Well, where'd it go? Who cares about any of that? There it is. Okay. So, see, their true value was 319, the Chinese fleet, right? Our true value is 323. Even though our fleet's smaller, it's better.
Yeah.
Got a higher
Well, the
ranking.
equipment on it is fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, global rank is number 1. Let's see. Force. Carriers, we have 11. Submarines, we have 68. Fleet cores, only 119. Amphibious assaults, 34. Damn, we ready to go jump on somebody's land.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get the fleet core up there. That's light, man. That's 100 and something less than China.
Yeah.
Our Navy was established in 1775, and its average age of a fleet hull is 31.1 years.
Wow.
I know, people. That's a serious Navy. All right, we'll look at Russia, but hold on. Where's Russia at? So Russia, here we go. Russia. Putin. Oh, come on, Dean. Start with all the commercials. Okay, let's see. They have a total amount of hulls of 283, so they got more ships than we do too.
Yeah, wow.
But their total value is 242. Quite a bit
And ours
under.
is what, 293, you said?
No, ours is 323, and China's
323.
and China's is 318 or 319.
Okay.
Well, ours is 332, and China's is 319, and theirs is 242. But they all rank third. So carriers, they have 1, submarines 58, fleet core 207, and assault 17, established 1696, force goods suppliers. We need to go back and look at that on China suppliers or Russia. That looks like the Ukraine and France or somebody. Huh. Medium hull, 31 years old for Russia too. And their largest fleet is pink, which is corvettes. And they got a small frigate force, a small destroyer force, a very small cruiser force, 20% of their force is submarines, which is the number 2 largest group. Aircraft carriers is 6%. OPVs, I'm not sure what the hell that is. Mine warfare, 17%.
Wow.
That's
what
what
country
I
was
said.
that?
Russia.
Well, they do have a significant coast on the north up there.
Let's go back to the Navy. I just want to see who our suppliers, who they had listed as suppliers. Oh, just us in Italy? What? Whatever, Jackson Squad. That sounds like some bullshit. Hull what is the hull prefix? On us, it's USS. Yeah, Jack, USS Enterprise. Or the USS anything for that matter. All right, so we still got the badass Navy, even though it's not the largest. But see, the problem with not having the largest is you start losing ships. You gotta be careful. We got a lot of ships actually being worked on right now. I forgot the count. It's like 60 or something that are being built, submarines and other fleet ships. We've got stuff being restored.
Yeah, Nimitz, since you said it's getting extended lifespan, it will probably get a upgrade or an refit. You think?
Probably. Well, it's getting a minimum refit. I seen that today.
Or they'll probably update the weapon systems for sure, I would think.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy, if the problem with updating carriers is once you update them to a point, you either got to stop because it costs so much, or you got to keep going, and then you can't really scrap the hull. Well, they don't want to. Originally, they weren't going to get rid of the Nimitz until another one came out, but I think we got one getting ready to come out and go to sea trials and stuff, or into trials.
Are they going to rename it the Nimitz?
I don't know. This is one still in action. More than likely, what name was up? I just heard recently. As long as the space people don't get involved, it may. I don't know where it's going. If the space people get involved, it's going to be Enterprise. There'll be no doubt about where it goes. Yeah, Jackie, because that's how the Enterprise shuttle got named. The Star Trek people freaked out, and it became the Space Shuttle Enterprise.
Well, that's the problem, though. So what happened really was and Dorothy C. Fontana, DC Fontana was a writer for the show. She was the one who campaigned successfully the first writing campaign that saved the show from cancellation. But she also got the writing campaign going for NASA to name the first space shuttle after the Enterprise, which they were planning to do. The next one, which was eventually be called Columbia, was going to be the Enterprise, but they jumped the gun and they got NASA to call the first one they built that was going to be flown into outer space. They called that one the Enterprise, but that one was not was not space worthy. It was just a testing device.
That James Coolidge guy said they did it on purpose. He said they didn't want a space version of the Enterprise in case something happened. They didn't want to taint the series.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. And the guy also said he thought it was a bit odd since we had an aircraft carrier floating around with the Enterprise name. Even
There's
a couple
actually
of
been 5 carriers with that name.
No, I'm talking about at the time the shuttle was around. We had an active carrier with the Enterprise name. It actually hacked off some people. They were like, no, that name's being used by the USS Enterprise. And I didn't really care either way, to be honest with you. I thought it was cool, but it wasn't that important. It's not like it was going to make it fly better or anything. Jesse, I'm actually watching that series, Mars. Yeah, no, I am. I started.
Mars doesn't exist, right, Sean?
That's right. It don't exist. It's
I'm
all
watching
CGI.
It's
all CGI. Mars is CGI, man.
I was on Mars just the other night.
That was a waste of time. Yeah, I was on Mars in my dream.
I went in my dream, man. I met this little Martian chick, man. She got
Kara says, wakey, wakey. So I'm awake. Mars don't exist, Kara. It don't exist.
Sandy red hair, sandy red feet.
Mars does not exist.
Ask John Carter. He'll tell you crazy, man.
John Carter of Mars. He's there.
He'll tell you, buddy. He's smoking that crack. Actually, you know who we need to bring on is Alfred. We need to introduce Sean to Alfred Weber. Oh, he'll love Alfred. Alfred is fabulous. I haven't talked to him in a while, so he might be crazy, but he's actually a New Orleanian transplanted to Vancouver.
Oh,
yeah, he used to do science.
Oh, he's right up
advisory.
there, right?
Yeah, he used to do. He was like a science advisor for Jimmy Carter. It's an interesting
Cajun
character.
Canuck. What do you know?
Outstanding education, went to all Ivy League schools, but he's a big exopolitics guy.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
In the beginning, I was involved with all of them, with Stephen Bassett and Alfred Weber and what's his name, Michael Salas. But I mean,
Michael Salla, yeah.
You know, it's nervy to think you're going to dictate a conversation to extraterrestrials. You know, they're like, well, this is what we're going to do. I'm like, oh, really? So what you're telling me is Bob, the alien over there, is going to say, okay, well, I'm fine with you humans saying how we're going to do this.
Carrie's good. Mars doesn't exist, question mark. What brought that conclusion? Because I've been hanging out with these two guys all the time.
He been smoking that shit is what he's been smoking.
I've been hanging out with Joe and Jay for a very long time, so
I keep telling him he's smoking them things, man. It's rotting his brain. Well, if you believe in the firmament,
they don't know us, Joe. Carrie and Kara. No,
but I mean,
it's been an ongoing joke for the last couple years with me, Jay, and Joe.
So, so Michael, we got a guy who comes on. He's big into the firmament. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
And that's like we're in a little plat, and that's Earth. Kind of like if you've ever seen Thor's Homeworld on TV, it's kind of like that. We're not round. It's like the ice wall theory. See, my problem with all this is one, we've flown over the entire Antarctic, and we haven't just flown over it. We've got these things called satellites that are always going woo, 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 woo. They're flying all over the place, and you don't even have to take my word for it, because you can actually track satellites in real time today. There's a satellite tracking system you can upload to your phone. We use it for
my screen.
So you can say, we love you, we track you, all aliens.
Carrie wants to know, Jay, what's hiding behind the screen.
When I smoke a cigarette, I can't show it on screen, so I have to turn my camera off.
Yeah, Michelle says we're going to start firing us if we ain't on camera more. It's yeah, she's tough, man. Well, we're only supposed to have our cameras off if we're off on breaks. Yeah. Technically, yeah, it's very true.
Yes, it is very true.
And the boss lady's being cool, but she can be whatever she wants to be.
Yeah.
Not that she is. If she wants
she's
to
still a beautiful lady, one of the best women all over Canada.
She was telling me some scary stuff the other night. I don't know, man. She's kind of scary. It's I don't talk to her later at night. She's
I'm not going there, Jay. Joe.
It's plus she's got to read my my weird ass handwriting. Well, it's not even handwriting. It's talking. It's voice to text. It's got to drive her crazy. It drives me crazy. I know it drives her crazy.
No, we're not allowed to show that we're smoking a cigarette, Kara. We're not allowed to do that.
No smoking on the network. No drinking. No popping pills. No vaping.
Nothing.
Yes. No, it's not. It's not that as a host you're allowed to do it. You just can't do it on camera. And since we take 3 breaks on this show, the boss lady's always like, well, if they can't wait an hour, just kick them in the what. I was like, oh, okay. She's violent, man.
Well, but then also sometimes I'm looking at other news things to pop up, and like I said, right now all the
nudies do not count, man.
There's not a lot of stuff going on news-wise. It hasn't really already popped.
I know the world's being boring.
Good.
It's slowed down, yeah, for a change.
Are you okay with that, Jay? I don't think you are. You want to see.
Well, I didn't. There's always a calm before the storm, so I'm sure the next day or two, something's going to pop.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there on that one.
No, I mean, eventual. So
First you're talking about wax and pulls, now you're talking about popping things. I don't want.
Something's gonna pop.
I don't know, man. I'm getting worried, man. I'm just saying. I'm just getting worried. That's all.
Oh my God!
Even my dog had to look up and go,
I
"What the
am
fuck?"
too. I am too. I'm worried too. Oh my God.
Gene, what are you talking about? The end of what? No, we talk whatever the fuck we wanted to chat. Yeah, there's no
This is the
format.
chat. This is the chat. We talk about whatever
This was
we
the number
want.
one listened to show last month on the network. So fuck you. And only because I say the word "fuck you." That's why. People pay money to hear that me say "fuck
It
you." I
is
don't know
number
why.
one. We
Yeah,
can
we
say
were all-
whatever the hell we want.
Yeah, until the boss lady says something, and then we're like,
it is,
"Oh, fuck."
it is an R-rated adult themed show, so that's part of it.
Yeah, there's no doubt. The whole network is R-rated. We don't cater to kids in any shape, form, or fashion. We don't offer products that kids would be interested in. The youngest guest, that depends on what they're here for and if they have parents. Well, like winners from Writers of the Future sometimes are like 16 or 17. So they have to have parents' permission and they have to be
Or the
here with one of
parent.
their.
If it was me, buddy, if it was me, I would have the parents on with the kid.
Well, most time parents don't want to be
I'm sure
on.
they do.
No, most time the parent don't want to be on. They just want to watch. It's a nerve wracking for parents. It's already nerve wracking enough that your kid is on, just is being flown out to LA and taken care of for a week.
Right.
Well, one of the parents go with them, don't they?
No, they can go out and visit, but they can't stay with them. If they come out and want to stay with them, they have to pay for the hotel room. Because Writers in the Future, they pay for the rooms, but they double them up so they can get to know each other better. It's just the way it works out.
That don't sound right, but I have faith in Writers of the Future.
Well, so what they do is like one writer stays with one
Hey,
illustrator.
Kevin, good
in the
to see
room.
you, buddy.
No, so yeah, well, so the illustrators, the female illustrators stay with the female illustrators, the male illustrators stay with the male. It's two to a room, and that's just the way they do it.
Okay.
And then parents can come, but I mean, most parents spending a week in LA is going to be expensive, and you may have to work for a living. So. But do you want your kid to miss out? No, you don't, because it's a big deal. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, it's a big deal. Winning is a door open. You just won one of the biggest illustrated writer contests in the country. Well, at this point in the world, it's not even the country anymore. Since they partnered up with us, since they partnered up with us 7 years ago, their international audience and their international amount of people coming in have doubled. First year I went with them, they had a double year and they only had 5 people from outside the country. Now they're averaging 8 out of 24. Sometimes more than that. Yeah. And they bring them from as far as Australia with no bitches, no moons. Matter of fact, they brought somebody in from Australia this year, someone in from South Africa this year. One had a 25-hour flight, one had an 18-hour flight. It's what's that, Christopher? No, he's sitting in an airplane for 18 hours is 20 hours.
That ain't fun. No, I'd die.
A long time.
Well, most of them are going to have some kind of stopover, refuel or something. But no, in the Navy, 20 hours ain't shit in the Navy. They just throw you up there and say, "Oh, we'll see you." When the pilot's got to pee, they'll land, or they'll send out a bucket to everybody.
Right.
Or they'll tell you
to whether you can do it on the port side or the starboard side.
The Mac flights were something else, dude. Wow.
I tell you, every now and then I'd take a hop, which, by the way, military hops are great things.
Yeah.
When I was you could go anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world for that matter, and for free. You just had to clear it. I used to take hops down to New Orleans, out to Detroit, out to Tennessee, out to LA. Well, not to LA, but San Diego, a couple other places besides. That was nice. I'd meet somebody and I'll come out and visit you. Hop on the plane and be out there in a couple of hours. So no, you don't have to pay for military hop, but they have to have the thing, and you can get bumped. So you got to be careful, especially if you're using it to go back and forth. They can bump you if they have more cargo, because You know, if they need more weight, they'll tell you, "Oh, sorry, you can't fly." So then you either got to wait for the
And
next
what does it
military.
stand for? MAC flight, MAC, military something or other.
I don't know.
What does MAC flight stand for?
We
There's
call
some
them
sort of
mili-
meaning.
We called them hop plane, military hops.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would just you'd be hopping from. You just hop on and go, but I mean, sometimes they'd have other stops. You might want to be going somewhere that on a normal flight might take 4 hours, and a military flight might take 12, because they're gonna stop here and there, mess around, fuck around with
But
this.
it's free.
It is free. And also you get to know a lot of these guys, and once they get to know you, they'll hook you up when you're traveling. They'll tell you what flights are going where, how you can get how fast. And there's a lot of times you can catch one of the jets, the commercial style jets, where you're just sitting inside. Usually when you take a military hop, you're riding in they got seats in the cargo section.
Right.
That's usually
You're
where
getting bounced around.
Yeah, it's loud. It even feels like some wind coming in sometimes. You're like, man, I thought this thing was airtight. Where the fuck is this wind coming from? I asked a commander one time. He said, "Oh, don't ask, Joe. Don't start nothing, man." I was like, "What do you mean don't start nothing? Just don't ask."
You just
man.
sat down. Don't start any trouble.
He said, "Just a little breeze. Don't worry about it. It's probably a crack in the door somewhere." I was like, "You shit, man. Shut the fuck up. We're like 28,000 feet. We're pressurized plane, and you're talking about we got air leak. What the fuck? That doesn't sound healthy."
No, it doesn't.
Hey, did you see on the news where the guy was sitting on the plane and the condensation started to drip all over him? Did you guys see that? Yeah. He was taking a flight, and all of a sudden he just started to get water on top of him. And he's like, "What the hell's happening?" And here the stewardess said it's the condensation was on the plane, something like that, and he got all soaking wet. Yeah.
Oh, they must be an evaporator unit there or something. So it depends what it is. But there's a couple things that, and depending where you are, like if you're in New Orleans, condensation is all over the place, because the inside the plane is one temperature, the outside the plane is another temperature. And then when they crank up them air conditioners, like on the flight coming back from LA, it was like a fucking ice box in that thing, man. And I was wearing a jacket, and I was still cold. Girl that was sitting in the seat, she climbed up underneath a blanket and disappeared. And I told her, I said, the seats are open. You can go stretch out. She's like, really? I said, yeah. That's the girl when she comes by. And she said, oh, yeah, you can go sit in one of these other seats and stretch out. I said, she was out. She disappeared, which was nice because I got the whole seat to myself again. I got lucky this year coming and going. I got all three. And I just
that's always a bonus. Yeah.
Throw all my equipment all over the place, stick a thing underneath the window so I can videotape while I'm chilling.
Well, that's part of it, but the real bonus is when you have to go to the restroom, you're right there at the aisle. You don't have to like scramble over two other people.
But I always tell them I want an aisle seat. I used to like the window, but I don't. I like the aisle seat. Let me put it on.
Not if you got to pee, yeah. And if you plan
Well,
on
I
drinking,
like
you
it.
might as well have the yeah.
Well, I like it too because I can stretch a leg out longer. I can stretch
Well,
it out.
you know what? For me, I am so afraid of heights that you'd have to knock my ass out before the plane took off.
Well, you
That's
don't
the
know
truth.
how high you are. Just don't open the fucking window.
Yeah, that's what the bar is beforehand. You get all tossed and sauced before you get on the plane, then you don't care.
Nah, just don't open the window. You don't even know how high you are. All you're going to know for a minute, you're going to hear this loud rumbling sound. You're going to kind of get pushed back like you're on a roller coaster, and then you're going to be flying. As long as you don't hit no turbulence, you don't even know you're in a
And then the damn engine falls off, and then
it doesn't matter.
You
You're dead.
lose a rudder.
Well, depending on what kind of plane you're on. He said you
they
got
have
three
two or
more.
three more at least, usually.
or there could be a damn goose might fly, screw it all up, and I'll be dead.
Yeah, shit on the Christmas goose. Sorry. Anyway,
you would all be missing me. Yep.
We'd be cussing you, man, because we'd have to be looking for another host. What are you talking about? You'd be getting cussed, man. The bastard. I can't believe he fucking got in front of a goose. What was wrong with his ass? But Jimmy, flying is not really dangerous, but it can be, yeah. You see some of the shit I've seen
No,
on
I
an
don't-
aircraft carrier. See, when you've been in a carrier, you see what can happen, and then you watch commercial flights, you're kind of like, okay. Just this kind of calm, slow down, kind of chilling stuff. Open carry is a nightmare, man. People all shit everywhere, people everywhere. You can't hear anything in the head, so I don't even know why they bothered wearing them. I learned the hand signals within like 4 days because you got to know what they are.
Semaphore.
You're like,
this means stop, yeah?
So if you do this and then you do this, it means everything's clear and you're good to go. You can launch. As soon as you drop your hand like that, they can throttle out.
You're supposed to salute them before they leave the ship.
Yeah, any it doesn't matter. Air Force, Navy, Marines, it's required that you salute them. Now, in commercial,
I'll tell you how bad it is. We had a real bad thing where we lost an A7. It was our sister company squadron. What happened was, dude was on the catapult, the pilot, but there was miscommunication with the signals, right? There wasn't enough. What the hell is it that launches the plane?
Oh, the
steam.
catapult.
There was not a lot. There wasn't enough steam to launch that plane, but the guy on the deck saluted, and the dude took off, but the plane went up and down, just like that.
Boom.
And then 3 miles out, we went 3 more miles. They launched off 2 F-14 Tomcats, came back and sunk that thing with 50 caliber machine guns. That was something.
Yeah, well, they can't just leave it hanging around, man. Corsairs or A-7 Corsairs weren't the most advanced thing we had, but they were great bombers.
Yeah.
I used to hate diving the ducks on them fucking things, man.
A-7s?
Yeah, it was like getting into a pelican's
Let me
gullet
tell
or
you,
something,
I got a
man.
story to tell you guys, and this is a true story. We were doing sea trials, and so they take these old ships, right, and they send them out so we can target practice on them, right? So before they send them out, they dog all the doors. They seal tight, right? No shit. Well, the one ship that was out there, our pilot dropped the bomb right down in the smokestack. Son of a bitch sunk. It sunk because all the doors were not tight.
Hatched, yeah.
Yes, they weren't hatched up, and it just sunk. And we're just saying to ourselves, "Wow, look at the Russians checking that out, huh?" They're like, "Whoa, what do you guys got over there?"
Yeah, with
Jay,
the
he put that bomb right into the smokestack, dude. It was something. The way he did that.
So, speaking of smokestacks, did you guys see the videos of the 2 vessels they shot coming out of the Strait of Hormuz?
No, I did not.
Oh, well, they showed it again today. They definitely shot on the stern of the vessel on top. They didn't shoot behind where the screws are.
Yeah, so it's got to be 2 different vessels in because we posted the article.
There are 2 different vessels they shot on. Yes.
No. It's two
Kevin.
different events because
they
definitely said. Well, they definitely said F-14 Tomcat shot out, not Tomcat, whatchamacallit shot out the rudder with a 20 millimeter, F-18 with a 20 millimeter cannon.
Well, so that may be part of it. What they shot was the equipment on the back of the boats towards the stern, and maybe that's where the gear house.
No, it clearly says rudder. It's not even an argument about it. It just says.
Yeah, I'm just saying their recording is wrong. I've seen the videos. They did not hit.
You can't be wrong. But that's why I said it's got to be 2 different things. Rudders are too easy to see. And
there are only 2 events. There are 2 boats that were shot on, and both videos show the exact same thing. We shot the equipment on top of the vessel.
When we looked at that one last night, it showed that something in the back of the boat at the bottom was being hit, and and then it clearly said on more than one occasion in the article that it was a rudder. We posted it. It was part of the show last night. We actually posted it up here.
Let me see if I can find the video. Here we go. There it is. All right. So let's see what this has to say.
And then they had the where was the other one? The one that was the seas tanker that was sanctioned. But I don't think that was in the Gulf or in Hormuz. I think that was somewhere else.
I haven't seen him, Kara. I haven't seen Kaysen in here at all tonight.
All right, here's the first one. This is 20 seconds long. I don't think there's any audio.
Well, wait, hold on. Let me get back to the room. I'm like 5 pages over. Okay,
I'm just now getting it on the screen now.
Well, no, I just wanted to be back because I was way on the other side of wherever the hell I was. When I first started, that looked like this part right here. When I first saw it, I thought it was one of those launching pads at NASA.
Yeah, no, this is the back of the boat. So here's the first one. That's so you just see that's backwards that was shot. That's the first boat right there.
Yeah, there's nothing there that would stop the boat.
Well, I don't. Yeah, but that's where they shot right there. That back part right there. So
Yeah, well, so that's what I'm saying. So they're not.
That's the second one.
Yeah, see, they're not showing everything because that's not going to stop the boat. You can shoot a
That's all they're
smokestack all day
showing.
long.
Well,
I know, but I'm just saying
rudder,
that
we don't
that's
know. That's not a rudder. Whatever
that-
that is not a rudder.
well, that's what I'm saying. They must not be showing the whole video because a smokestack ain't enough to. Not any ship I've ever sailed on. You ain't gonna stop it, but you could shoot the fucking smokestack off the boat, and it would still keep
That's
going.
That's all
Or
the
just-
information I have. I mean, whoever's saying they shot a rudder is either full of crap or is just guessing.
Let me see
That
if
was
I
not a
can
rudder
find
that
it.
was shot. That was the
No,
back
they
of
have
the boat.
pictures of it.
Well, you know what? I'm going to throw this in, guys, so I can really go get my popcorn. It could have been CGI'd. I'm getting my popcorn
Yeah.
now. See you guys.
Well, anything can be CGI, but that not
It,
that
it
kind of
just
stuff.
it was just too
Where
perfect.
is
It was too perfect.
what the shit show were we on last night? Oh, News on the Flip Side. Sorry, I was looking for something. No, Jimmy, there's been a lot of shooting going on. Not it's hard to explain. So not not like you think. So there's been some we'll just say some wounded boats and stuff like that. No, there's been anything serious.
No, not yet.
I don't know if Iran's
Whatever-
got weapons.
Yeah, and whatever they have been doing is just been under whatever the ceasefire allows. So they haven't really canceled the ceasefire yet, but they're also due to give an answer for the latest peace agreement. And after that, who knows what Trump will do? I think he's fed up. I think the rest of the world is too.
Well, you can't say I blame him. I mean, it's to the point where it's kind of aggravating now. It's so Super Hornet, huh? Let me see if I can find it to say. So this is what's interesting about this. Let me go back up here. So we've got this article. U.S. fires on 2 tankers in Washington as Washington accepts Iran's response on deal. That's what you were just showing us. U.S. Navy shot out rudder on Iranian blockade runner with Super Hornet 20 millimeter cannon. That's 2 different things. That's why it's so confusing. It's 2 entirely different things.
Well,
I can tell by the way it's
yeah,
worded.
I can't say what the problem is with that, but it's not surprising that there's inaccuracy in the reporting from legacy media.
Well, I'd like to argue. It's kind of fucking hard to do. It's well, I mean, it's let's see how many times this comes up though. And this will give us a better idea. Business Insider says it, BNB News, BNC News, Navy Times. Top story, U.S. Navy shot out the rudder of an Iranian blockade runner. So this is only mentioned in 1 ship. That's why I know it's something different.
Yeah.
And the other 2 weren't actually blockade runners, were they? They just were industry. I don't know.
They were trying. They were trying to get to the Iranian port, so they weren't leaving the.
Hold
maybe
on.
it was vague.
Let's do a backdate check on this. Let's see what the fuck is going on here. Okay. F-18 Super Hornet seen here on flight deck of USS Abraham Lincoln doing Operations Epic Fury March 23rd is when this happened. That's why. So they got both reports out, but the one where the initial
They're
ones are
reporting
not-
them as one incident. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What a bunch of idiots.
So anyway, well, no, guys.
Yeah,
it's-
but Joe's right, Jay. You hit the smokestack, it ain't gonna. It won't hurt the ship. They just keep going.
yeah, because it doesn't. It's just the exhaust coming out. The
It's. I
ship.
mean, it's a warning at least. If any smart captain would be like, "Oh my God, they just shut the ass of my boat. I better turn around."
And it's probably exactly what happened too. They probably stopped right there
Yeah.
and said, "This man, this dude's serious. They're shooting at us with real bullets in the foot with
Yeah.
this shit."
They just blew the ass of my boat
But
off.
I do like the way the Navy handled some of the ships by knocking out the rudders, or knocking out the engine room. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean,
yeah.
Well, the ship's reusable then.
Yeah.
Kara. Oh, you mean Kara Reese? I know you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, dude. No, I thought you meant somebody else. Excuse me. No, there's so much just so many stories, and they get crisscross stories, and different companies will start posting stories like the two we were just talking about. We'll both posted on the same day, but the problem is the original story, when we were talking about with the rudder, was actually posted a month earlier. But then they decided when the two ships were shot at to repost that as a story from that day. Yeah, so more people would read it
to get new hits. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it made people read each story, and then you find out after you read through the two stories, they're two entirely different stories. But that's not how they painted it. They painted it as it was the same story.
They were tied together. They weren't. They aren't.
Yeah. No, we're used to it. I mean, we deal with this a lot, but it's just dishonest. That's all.
And it's frustrating because then we look like idiots because we think they're reporting accurate stuff, and we come to find out, like on the live while we try to verify it, that they're full of shit.
Well,
Only
that's because
you allow them to make you look like an idiot. I don't think we're idiots.
That's because we verify it, and we just explained to them what was going on. Well, we didn't have enough time left last night to do, but tonight we did it so people understood what we were talking about. It's two separate events. I can't imagine the F-18 Super Hornet with a 20mm cannon just ripping the shit out of somebody's rudder.
It's underwater for one thing.
No. Rudders are mostly, unless they're completely full, rudders are usually above the water. Usually by a few feet.
All of it.
No. So if a tanker is empty, there's very little of the rudder, and maybe 2 or 3 feet.
If it's empty, but still, they're not all.
If it's
of it,
half empty, half of it's sticking out the water.
Mm-hmm.
But now if it's completely full, none of it's sticking out the water. You're not going to see any of it. You're just going to see the back of the boat and the weight coming from the prop.
Yeah.
No, they're designed that way, Jimmy, because the boat gets heavy, it sinks in the water some.
It's and the rudder needs to hit the surface where the surface tension is broken, so it can cause the left or right change of course. Starboard or port change of course.
We're going to be we'll be looking. Matter of fact, while we're on this subject, y'all can send as much UFO stuff as you see from the government to any of us. We're going to start addressing it every Wednesday night until we get through all of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there.
What was that, Jackie? Oh, the Winter Soldier. Okay, now there's 2 things here. There's the movie, The Winter Soldier, and then there's the time traveling soldier who calls himself the Winter Soldier. Yeah, he said he came back from the future to tell us about a horrible
Marty McFly.
Basically, in a way it is. Just disease rampant, insane stuff by 2038, but that's a little far-fetched at this point.
I'll be dead.
By 2038, really?
I think so, yeah.
It's only another 20 some years, 22 or 10 or 12 years from now,
12
right?
years, yeah. 12 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't say that, please. I might be alive still.
Yeah, but you're just a youngster. You walking around. You fucking with me, man. Kick your fucking ass. You fucking motherfucker. Get out of my way. Oh, NASA X-43D was designed to fly at Mach 15.
Wow.
Let me see what this. Get out the way thing.
Don't they have to wear like astronaut suits to fly one of them?
Pretty much. I mean, you got to get the thing up to like 8,000 miles an hour just to even start the engine.
They said NASA was warned that it could literally melt in flight.
Yeah.
See, this one is Ram Scoop thing. Let me put it on the screen. Where are we at?
Ram Scoop or
that might not be Ram. It's one of them. You'll see it when I bring it up, but we'll get out the way thing. You know how they mount the engine? It's some type of scoop.
You got that right, Kevin. Whose poll can you trust? Your government? I want to say nope. Yeah, all right, that is.
I love the government. You put it up
on the screen.
Okay, there you go. That's the X-43D. Design approaching Mach 15, roughly at 11,000 miles per hour. That's hauling ass.
Jesus.
Ain't even no hypersonic missiles catching that effing thing.
That's like satellite speed, isn't it? That's how fast a satellite goes.
It's hauling ass. So it's hydrogen fueled scramjet.
Scramjet. That's what I was looking
to sustain just 30 seconds of powered flight before gliding to splashdown. What the fuck is this thing?
And well, you have to get it up to like what? Mach 3 or 4 to get it to start the engine even.
I don't think that's how this one works. I don't know. I'm reading about it right now. It's
Then it must have a much slower.
so they're actually
engine
saying
system
that
to do
the draft systems, the intake systems, the edges are going to melt.
Wow.
Can you imagine you fly your plane and then you land and half the fucking thing's melted? You'd be like, what?
Well, and that concept drawing also was part of the, I think the same program that gave us the Aurora space plane.
So this is something more badass. Kind of, let me make sure I got this right. Would need active. So this thing would need an active cooling system to prevent engine inlets and leading edges from literally melting during flight.
Right.
Given the thermal loads at the speed, the program never moved past the feasibility study 20 years later. DARPA, hypersonic air-breathing weapon concept, and the Air Force Hypersonic Attack Cruise Missile, the X-43D, is what came out of that.
Cool.
And look at this thing, man.
It's enormous. It's a big plane, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's
I don't
as
think
big
so.
as
It
the
looks-
SR-71, maybe bigger.
It sounds like it's going to be a weapon, not a plane. Like a
Those are the same
hypersonic
drawings that were in
weapon.
the Aurora space plane program too, though. Same, same design.
Can you imagine a freaking missile at Mach 15? Who's shooting that thing down?
Nobody.
Oh, that's something else I wanted to mention. So the U.S. next year is starting to testing new weapons for knocking down hypersonic missiles, but not just any hypersonic missiles, like intercontinental MIRVs and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Stuff we can't actually shoot down or can't completely shoot down right now. So these things are just bad to the bone. Yeah, Mach 15, you're going to have a serious suit. Yeah, see, this is launched from a B-52 bomber using modified Pegasus rocket boosters.
Yeah. They have to get up to speed before you can even start the engine.
That's this. That's not what we were talking about, though. That's this one right here on the screen.
Yeah.
The first one, the X-43A. Oh, and it ended in failure when the booster rocket lost control. Roughly 95,000 feet. Let's see, but two later flights succeeded in March 4th at Mach 7 at 95,000 feet. Well, that's not bad. That's air breathing too. And here, doing November of 2004, the 43A Mach 9.6 at 109,000 feet.
Jeez.
7,000 miles an hour. NASA still describes the aircraft as the fastest air-breathing vehicle ever flown. What gets me, we've been working on these for 2 decades, and yet Russia and China got the hypersonic missiles before us. What the fuck? How can that even be possible?
I wouldn't say they got it before. So I'm just saying they probably just they
had them actively deployed. We were still playing catch up. They were active. They had missiles actively deployed when we started bitching about it. Russia just came out and said, "Yeah, we got hypersonic missiles. They've been deployed for about 2 years." And we were like, "What?" China says, "Well, we have them too." And we're like, "Really? What the fuck have we been?" You could tell the whole country was like, "What the fuck happened here?" I thought we had good spies. See, that's what happens when you rely on British spies. MI6. They used to be good. Now they just weirdos. Yes, Jesse, they're queer. Not that kind of queer as in weird. Yes. I'm gonna get y'all broke in on this in one way or another. Let's see. No, we got to go on a little bit, but what is this? Look, these little cheap ass drones are a beast.
Yeah, we got to get going.
Oh wow, yeah.
So,
let's see. Skip me, baby. Well, I got. What the hell is this?
yeah. Oh, by the way, I was looking for something to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day
to all the
bitches.
mums.
Yeah, it's Happy Bitch Day.
Oh my God, dude.
What? You can't be a true mother if you've never been a bitch. Let's just be honest about it. I mean, that's
Well,
impossible.
yeah, but you just don't say that on the radio to
Why
3
not?
million people.
Yes, you most certainly do.
My ratings, if my numbers go down because of that,
There we go. That'll just make your numbers go up.
Yeah.
Buckle up. This is unreal. CNBC anchor shocked by U.S. trade deficit drop from 136 billion to 29 billion. Trump's winning all over the place. It's insane.
Yeah.
What does James Cameron want to remake?
Oh
probably
God.
the Titanic again.
Wants to
Probably.
I
remake
don't
best
like
sci-fi sequel of all time. What?
I
Oh,
like-
revisiting aliens. Oh, I don't know. That could be interesting.
You know what?
That's
I
a good
really
one,
liked
yeah.
him at one time. I really,
Wait,
I really liked him at one time, but he just got really weird.
Yep, he got queer.
But on the same token, he did get a lot of research going on the Titanic, so we know a lot more about its final moments and things. So, he did get some, not groundbreaking research, but he got
Hey,
research
maybe
going.
one day we can have a show on that because there was a lot of tomfoolery that happened with that boat, with that cruise. I'm serious.
Oh yeah, there definitely was.
Well,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what? That's why we got the Federal Reserve, man. That's because all the boys from that wanted the Federal Reserve never went on that ship.
Okay, so we now know how fast the galaxy is actually expanding. No, you don't, because it don't expand at the same rate all over. But we'll give you a chance.
Yeah.
So
there's probably an
international gathering experts last year in Switzerland confirmed that objects recede faster as they become more distant from the instance. A galaxy at 3 million light years away will move away from us by 46 miles per second.
I just do not understand what you just said, Joe. I'm sorry.
Well, that just means the closest galaxy to us is moving away from us at 46 miles per second.
Okay.
So,
And then by logic, that means the one behind us following us will be moving at the same speed. Yeah.
yeah, but is it chasing us or is it moving away from us? I guess is the question there. Look at all the freaking galaxies, man. And people say, "Oh, we're alone." Yeah, ain't no fucking way when you look
It's
over the night
impossible.
sky.
Yeah, it's mathematically impossible.
Well, when somebody said, "Well, just because there's all them worlds, it's not even about all them worlds." Look at our planet. Look how many forms of life are on our own little fucking rock. Life is not the abnormal; it's the normal.
You'll
I think
be
we're gonna
okay,
find it.
Kara. Everything will be all right, Kara. You're going to be okay.
Putin's day of humiliation. What happened to Putin?
Yeah, what?
I don't know. He's parade military around. I know that. Yeah, look at him, Zeke Island walking little suckers with their little white outfits on, marching.
Yeah, they do have a goose step still, don't they?
Yeah, that's what they're doing too. It's look at Russia. Them tanks are garbage, man. We know. We seen them topping them tanks off like they're little Coke cans. Your military doesn't look impressive, dude. It looks old and raggedy. It's still a pretty big one, though. We all love Putin. We want to see him become happy and retire. Acorn-shaped UFO crashes in Soldier Seal, Pennsylvania forest. Whatever.
What? Kecksburg again?
Kecksburg. That's Kecksburg.
Kecksburg.
And when you look at this thing, let me see if we can put it on the screen. Hold on.
You should be able to.
Hold on. It just jump screens on me. I just want to see the UFO. I don't need to hear all the cocky pock shit. They had a good picture of it a minute ago. Now they got 5 million other types of UFOs. Garbage in, garbage out, garbage in, garbage
They
out.
say that one out there in Kecksburg was originally taken from Germany, man.
They're pretty sure.
It could have been.
They're pretty sure that it was actually a Russian spy satellite. And
I thought it was German.
And
thought it was
since
German.
then, they found another satellite that looks just like it that Russia had. It could have been German. Russia may have took it from Germany. You can't rule that out. Russia was like us. They were snatching stuff out of Germany just like we were. You can't rule that out. That what's happening. I mean, Germany was by far the most advanced. Yeah, they didn't put a good picture of it.
I mean, they fielded the first jets on the battlefield, so yeah.
Yeah.
See, to me, the Germans were like the first occultists. They were really big into the occult.
Well, it's because they were told that there were special weapons like the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail and other stuff that could help.
1, 2, and 3s.
Yeah, that could help them win the war.
Hitler was really into that Ark of the Covenant, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he because there was evidence to suggest that it's real, and there's lots of stories about it burning people's faces and doing other stuff. Iran's top leader quits amid nuclear deal crisis.
Really?
Wow. Well, that's what everybody keeps saying. They can't really put a government together.
Yeah.
S4, the Bob Lazar story. Executive producer details government alleged possession of UFO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to have to listen to old. See, now we're gonna have to listen to old shit for the next 2 years because of some stuff somebody released that ain't even worth a shit. Archaeologists discover 80-ton stone beneath the sea, believed to be the remains of one of the seven wonders of the world. Yeah, the ancient world. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the oh God, what I forget. I read that one a couple of days ago. I forget what they found. It's not the library. It's something else.
Let's see. Warp drive breakthrough. The real physics that could enable faster than light. People, you ain't gonna go faster than light if you can't see ahead. What is wrong with you, dumbasses? You got to work on both technologies at the same time. God. Flying saucer seen over Washington, D.C. in the 50s, spotted in old photos. Ooh, how cool. We'll have to look that up.
We got to get going, guys.
That's a repeat.
Yeah, that's a repeat. We got a couple minutes still. Netflix giant sci-fi show gets trailer that underline how different it will be. And what is it? Well, I ain't gonna look. I might want to watch it. Aliens on green men. What science really expects. Science don't know dick. They've been saying for 1,000 years they don't even exist. What the fuck do they know? Bears now roam Chernobyl dead zone, and the mutations are hard to ignore. So we were just talking about dog mutations yesterday. Now we got bear mutations.
Yeah.
Watch what humans will build on the moon, and it's bigger than expected. Yeah, we'll see that on another day. Ancient lost city of America dubbed Atlantis of the land with eerie mass graves. What the hell is this? Man, see, now I got to go look at this. I was just reading. Where is this? Contains mass graves, city center, 100-acre mound, many ways, Chahaka is the Atlantic. I have no idea. Too much to read. Well, no, Jack, for right now, it's too much to read. Something faster than the speed of light has just been discovered.
Ooh, what's that?
I don't know. I wonder if it's a quark.
Or Higgs boson.
Well, we know that his boson, we found it. Sort of.
I don't think we found it. I think we recreated it in a lab.
Yeah, we recreated it. No, we recreated it in the superconductor.
Yeah, but have we seen any naturally occurring ones?
Well, that is naturally occurring. It's just we forced it to be natural.
Man-made created. We forced the conditions to happen.
We just forced this to smash. And no, we can't see it because we're not in a place where we can see atoms smashing each other at that rate of speed. Other than the superconductor,
we don't have the sensor technologies yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got.
As you were saying before.
At the speed of light measured at 299,792,498 meters per second.
Jesus.
I like it the other way in regular.
Feet per second or whatever.
Yeah, darkness is all. Yeah, we don't care about all of that. Concept of dark points and light waves. We don't care about that. You're not telling us what we want to know. You're boring. See, people, you lose people if you don't give them the story before now. It's like page 9, still no information. They're just showing you pretty pictures, hoping you'll keep clicking through.
Clickbait. It's clickbait.
Yeah, Rare Earth Empire, second one being built in the United States.
Nice.
Bill Clinton's voice was played backward. The CIA paid attention. What? Satan. The person that did pay attention, man. They were probably like, did you just say he was Satan? What the hell is that?
Yes.
One of the Chihuahuas get in there.
This guy goes, oh wait, dude, it's just too long. I would like to hear it, but it's too long. You know, a guy was making shit about cassettes.
Yeah.
This is either another space scam or the start of the psychic crisis, physics crisis. Is that what this says? Yeah. What the hell?
So 7 people, all of them said no. Can you trust your government?
Yeah, I bet you. You can't trust your government. The FY23 Black Widow. Now, see, Sean, why'd you have to put this on my fucking screen, man? You wrong, dude. Just fucking wrong.
Well, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, we're out of here in like 2 minutes. So I want to see this.
Yeah, I got to get to bed soon here too. I got to go to work tomorrow.
Let me see this jet right quick, and then we're out of here. Okay, put me up on the screen there.
Where are we? There we go. Boop, it's up.
Decision that still haunts Pentagon generals today. But here's the thing. This forgotten warbird just delivered a message the Air Force can't ignore. And what it reveals about America's future in the skies, it's going to shock you. The year was 1991. 2 cutting-edge prototypes stood on the tarmac at Edwards Air Force Base, ready to determine the future of American air dominance. One would become the legendary F-22 Raptor. The other would disappear into obscurity. But the jet that lost might have been the better fighter all along. And today, as China and Russia close the gap with their own stealth technology, that old decision is coming back to haunt us. Welcome to Jet Insight, where we break down the most fascinating stories in military
You're
aviation.
just upset because your jet didn't get picked. Sorry. Just one of them things. But anyway, we got to go. So let me click out of this, click out of that, click out of this. And dun, 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 and we're clicked up. Anyway, guys and girls, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Yes.
See you guys tomorrow night. Don't forget 10 p.m. into the night.
Yes, my harem's busy cleaning my living room right now. And, I'll be up there. Yes, my harem. I tie little puffs on my dog's tails that way when they walk around there, whoosh, whoosh, cleaning my little wood floors.
There is something wrong with you, dude.
Oh yeah, I know. And then she says something like, "Daddy, I'm not ready to clean the floors."
They got to earn their keep somehow.
She's been sleeping in here with me. She's like out. It's like, fuck y'all. Anyway, we got to go, guys. Coming up next is House of Wonder with the Insane People. Yeah,
No.
just kidding. Just
No. Don't whistle at night.
yes.
See you,
Well,
Kara.
I might want to whistle at night. Fuck you. How's that? Kara, good night. And F you if I want to whistle at night. It's a Native American show, Brucey Woosey, yeah. Go check them out. They're pretty good. No, they're on. Actually, they're probably on right now. They probably just came.
They
They
are.
are definitely on. Yeah.
They're live now.
Yeah. So at 10 minutes after the next show starts. No, it doesn't mean they're talking, but it does mean that they're actually on air.
No,
so we
they're
gotta
talking.
Go. Yeah.
They're
Well,
talking.
they might be doing promos as far as you know. You see how
I'm
he is,
watching
man?
it.
Slap
I'm
his ass.
watching it.
Somebody reach over there. Yes, Glenda. Glenda the Good Witch said she's gonna smack you. That's why we call you the Good Witch.
Good night,
Anyway,
Kevin.
night, Kevin. Anyway, we got to go again.
Kevin.
Thanks again, guys and girls. Be sure to go check out what we're going to go check out. Some show. What was it called, people?
Into the night. Oh no.
Don't. Yeah, we're going to
No.
watch that one tomorrow night.
Don't whistle at
Don't whistle at night.
Don't
Yes, that's
whistle
all
Hey,
at
you
right
guys
now.
get together and do
It's
a,
on
you guys get
the
together and do a hybrid show called "Don't Whistle Into the Night."
Oh,
Yes,
God.
but anyway, y'all
Good
go enjoy
night.
it. Let us know
Good
how
night,
you think about it,
everybody.
and
Good
good
night.
night.
Good night.
Stay tuned for some Apple.